Welcome to Kranky Live, the show where bold minds meet real talk. This isn't your average sports or news show. It's where we break down sports, culture, and controversy with facts, fire, and fearless honesty. Here, truth cuts through the noise, and hype gets exposed. From football to track and field, from world issues to local debates, we ask the tough questions, speak without fear, and go deeper than the headlines. We don't follow the crowd, we set the trend. While others recycle the same tired takes, we bring fresh insight, unfiltered analysis, and bold perspectives. No echo chambers, no puppet talk, just real conversation for people who think for themselves. Listen with your brain, not just your ears. Think critically, question boldly, and speak freely. This is Kranky Live, where reason rules the mic and truth always wins. Come on, let's get into it. So I don't have a Knicks hat on. So I wasn't showing my face. It's very important, frankly, for the Knicks to play their game. Very, very important. They have to keep the turnovers low. They haven't done a very good job in the playoffs of keeping the turnovers low. And they cannot only fall in love with a jump shot, because sometimes the threes are not falling. So they have to go to the basket. They have to go to the basket. Now, for the Spurs to beat the Knicks, and I think this may go 7, Wemby has to be that defensive anchor, which he has been throughout the playoffs. The Spurs have to run when they get the rebounds. They have to keep the Knicks off the offensive board. They have to move the ball quickly. In the last round, when the Knicks played Cleveland, Brunson, they were able to isolate the guards of Cleveland. The question is, can the Spurs do the same thing to the Knicks, especially Brunson, who says below the rim defender, is not the best defender. The Spurs also have to find consistent scoring. The Spurs struggle sometimes with scoring. They're young players. I wouldn't say they're the best shooters. Champagne has been lighting it up. The Knicks defense is very, very tough. The Knicks defense rotate pretty quickly and rotate really well. So that should be interesting. For the Knicks, though, who have been really good in the playoffs for the Knicks, their bench. Robinson broke his pinky, and the question is, how will that affect him in the game? But he's offensive rebounding. The Knicks having 12 fouls against Wemby between him and Towns. That's going to be very important. Shamat, who's been playing brilliantly with the threes. I think he was 12 of 13 in the last few games. And then McBride, who has played really, really well. The Spurs doesn't have as good a bench as the Knicks. Johnson, 6th man of the year, plays well for them, but their bench is not as good as the Knicks. So the Knicks have to make sure that when Wemby's out the game, they make up that differential, if there's such a differential. So I'm looking forward to this. Game is going to start in 5 minutes. I'm looking forward to the Knicks starter. Last series, where the Knicks defeated Philadelphia, they had a lot of time off. And they should have lost the first game against Cleveland. Cleveland was up by 20 in the fourth quarter. Just over 7 minutes remaining, and Brunson went, wow, that should not happen, actually. Right? That should not happen. But it did. So let's see what happened in this game. The first game, do the Knicks come out lackadaisical like they did against Cleveland in the first game because they're rusty? Or do they come out, and Kat said they prepared differently this time around, so we'll see what happens. Do they come out and really put it to the Spurs? Obviously, I'm carrying the Knicks to win the series. The Spurs beat the defending champion, but throughout the year, I think the Spurs that beat Oklahoma 4-1 in the regular season, or 3-1, whatever it was. So they had their ticket, and they beat them at home in the last game. And look, Oklahoma was hurting, right? Holmgren didn't play well. Williams was hurt. Mitchell was hurt. So there's excuses for Oklahoma as to what transpired. I do think that the Knicks were healthy apart from Robinson. And the question is, how will Robinson play in this series? Will Robinson be okay? The hope is that Robinson will not be bothered by the pinky finger. He couldn't shoot free throws anyway. And he doesn't take jump shot anyway. He basically scores on dunks, so he'll have to dunk with caution. But I would expect him to play well. Now, this in the last series, and whenever we play Boston, when Robinson comes in the game, they foul him. Because you got to shoot free throws unless you're in the last 2 minutes of the quarter. So he can play 8, well, maybe not in the last 2 of the game, but He can play at least 6 minutes and not worry about being fouled unless you're over the limit, obviously over the 5 foul limit. But that's a problem if they decide to put somebody in the game just to foul Robinson, because that's like a turnover. Because his free throws percentage is in the 30s. It's really, really poor. And that's not going to help. So looking forward to the series. Let me know in the chat, who are you picking to win the series? Spurs or Knicks? And which team are you a fan of? Are you a fan of either team, or just want to see a good game? Or good games, I should say, for the series. The Knicks haven't won a championship since 1973. It's been 53 years. They haven't been to the NBA Finals since 1999, which is 27 years. So they have a lot to play for. The city is hype. If you go to Times Square now, or if you go to by Madison Square Garden, either place is probably full of individuals. Everybody come out. They want to be part of the vibes. They want to be part of the environment. They want to be part of the experience. And they all there watching their Knicks and cheering on their Knicks. So it should be an interesting series. The one thing I realized, actually, some people complain that Knicks fans travel and get tickets. Knicks fans are in almost every city. There's a lot of people come to New York first when they first migrate to the U.S. Those were immigrants. Or a lot of people, New Yorkers, who migrate south or migrate to other states, Florida especially. A lot of those people are Knicks fans. So they migrate, they take their team with them. And when the Knicks come in town, they go attend the games. And that's why it's so much so that you'll find like Atlanta now is a hot spot for New York who migrate. You go to Atlanta games, it's almost like being a Knicks game when Knicks come in town. So we're at 8:30. It's time for the NBA Finals. The first game he's been playing in San Antonio. I see Mike Breen there with Jefferson and Tim Legler. They're the announcers for the game. Like I said, they're the number one analyst team. Mike Breen has suffered for years being a Knicks fan and Knicks broadcaster. He hasn't, as a Knicks broadcaster, he hasn't seen the Knicks in the finals for the last 27 years. That seems so long ago. But I can remember 1999. Jalen Brunson, who I believe may be the best free agent signing ever in the NBA. Ever. And what I mean by that, in terms of value for money. So yes, one could say LeBron James went to Miami. They won a couple championships. So it's a great free agent signing, but they didn't pay any money for him. Neither did we, actually. The agent was Brunson was a free agent. Kevin Durant going to Golden State when he left Oklahoma City. They won 2 championships also. But Brunson was not a starter at Dallas. Right? Brunson was not a starter. He only looked good in the playoffs when the number one player got hurt. So if you get a person who's not a starter, they come to your team and they change your franchise. Change your franchise. Luka Doncic was the starter at Dallas, not Brunson. Brunson, they didn't want to give him a contract for little money, actually. When Mark Cuban was the owner of Dallas, he didn't want to pay Brunson. The Knicks gave him a 4-year, $120 million contract, and people were saying they lost their mind. He wasn't worth it. And yet he showed that he's underpaid. Literally underpaid. And he took less money this year to give the Knicks a chance so he can play with his boys, which is Bridges and Josh Hart, who play with him at Villanova where they won championship. And he's probably one of the smartest, if not the smartest player in the NBA in terms of how he manipulates the defense, he manipulates the opposition. And my expectation is that he's going to play well in this series. It's going to be a tough series for him because Castle is a no-nonsense defender. And you can see in the regular season, he's had a tough time against San Antonio, even though the Knicks have a better record and beat them in the Emirates Cup in Las Vegas when they played earlier in the year. So looking forward to this series. It should be a very, very good one. I am looking forward to the matchups between Castle and Brunson, between Cat and Wemby. I'm looking forward to how the Knicks maneuver around the very aggressive defense of the San Antonio Spurs. And frankly, when you play a team that's overly aggressive, you have to use quite a bit of fakes. Fake going up top of the key and go back door, for example. When you go in the paint to shoot, double and triple pump before you go up. Because when they're aggressive, they want to block your shots. They want to come at you hard. And we'll see, you have to play with how the ref calls it. Because the finals, they're going to allow you to play through contact, especially for the bigger men. Towns get fouled a lot, does not get called. Wemby is much more slight, and so therefore it's much more obvious when he gets fouled. Not as much for Cat. What's going to be interesting too is how Cat plays against Wemby. Does he take him to the top of the key? Force Wemby to leave from under the basket? Allow his teammates to get access to the basket? If he goes to the top of the key, does Wemby go with him? Or they rotate someone on to him and have Wemby guard somebody like Anunoby, who's going to be out at the 3.9 anyway, or play a zone and force the Knicks to shoot from the outside. So it's going to be a really, really interesting series. I'm truly looking forward to it. The first game is just the first game. And people should never get carried away with the first game. So New Wave saying, scared to watch, bro. I have suffering from Patrick Ewing days. Yeah, New Wave. All of us been suffering since. Those of us who are Knicks fan, from Ewing left to go to Seattle after the 1999 season when he tore up his Achilles and they didn't renew his contract, to now we've been suffering. We had one decent season under Anthony, but none spectacular. We were very optimistic about the Stoudemire-Anthony tandem, and then Stoudemire tore up his knee after coming to us from Phoenix, where he was dominant with Steve Nash. So we are very optimistic as it relates to this team, what they can do. The Knicks changed Thibodeau, even though he went to the Eastern Conference Finals last year, because they didn't think he could get them to the promised land. And Mike Brown was hired, and it's win the title or bust. And right now, he's not bust. So truly looking forward to this series. New York is hyped. I think this is going to be, I would bet that this is going to be one of the highest rated NBA finals ever. That's what I bet. I know when we had Jordan, he drew a lot of people. In the 80s with Magic Johnson and Bird, that was huge with the Lakers-Celtics rivalry. They used to play in the finals almost every other year. The Pistons somehow broke that monopoly. But this final, bringing Wemby, the unicorn, against Brunson, New York with his large viewership, against a Spurs team which is young and hungry. Nothing like contrasting styles and a city star for a championship. And New York has had this championship. The Giants won, but they haven't won since 2012. The Yankees won, what? Was it 2024 their last one? The Rangers haven't won since, about 2014. The Knicks haven't won for 53 years. The Jets haven't won since 1969 or whatever it was, but name it one. So there are a lot of the Nets haven't been to the finals since, what was it, 2003? Long time ago. They had Jason Kidd and Jefferson and those players. So it's been a long while for these teams, this team, the Knicks, or the teams in New York. And New York is starving for a championship. Baseball is not as popular as it used to be. So the basketball team, the football team, New York Giants and New York Jets and New York Knicks, they just need to produce. They're seeing the military person with the collars. We're going to get the national anthem. And then we can go off and start the game. I am truly, truly looking forward to it. Bring it on, Spurs. Bring it on. Bring it on. I like the Spurs, by the way, because there's some teams you don't like. The rivalry is not there. It's not like me and watching Arsenal and Tottenham and don't like Tottenham, even though I really don't hate Tottenham. But It's not the same when you have like the Spurs. Well, the Celtics, it'd be sweeter, but they're in the same division, so that ain't gonna happen. But looking forward to the finals. Should be a really good series. I hope the Knicks play up to their potential. I hope both teams do. If they do, I think the Knicks will win. You know, when the Knicks beat the Spurs in the Emirates Cup midseason, Wemby was on minutes restriction. He's not in a restriction now. So who are you guys picking? David is saying Spurs. Are you Spurs fans, David, or you just don't like the Knicks? Because some people just don't like New York, you know. You're not even Spurs fans, just don't like New York. So you're Spurs fans or you just don't like the New York Knicks? A friend of mine just sent a picture earlier today. He's in his full Knick gear. Shirt, hat, everything. And he's one of them truly Knicks fan. Long time Spurs. So you're probably one of those wagonists who was Spurs from David Robinson, Tim Duncan days. Yeah, the Spurs really in the Tim Duncan era, David Robinson era, have done phenomenally well. Parker, Ginobili, that sort of four-man tandem did phenomenally well for them. But we'll see what happens. I'm sure the NBA is truly excited to have the finals with a New York team against any team. Oklahoma final versus Indiana, doesn't have the same vibes, doesn't have the same cachet. This is different. Oh, okay. I think the X factor for the Knicks in the series is Anunoby. Brilliant defender, can shoot the three. Nowadays, go to the basket much more than he used to. Cat has to play like Cat can. Cat is a brilliant basketball player who commit, I'm going to say, not that smart fouls. Doesn't foul smartly. But he can shoot the three. He can take it to the basket. He's a brilliant rebounder. This has the making of an interesting series because San Antonio plays in-your-face defense. Like, Castle is ridiculous. The good thing that Brunson has is that his fakes and his footwork is off the chart. So, should be interesting. Looking forward to it. Bring it on, San Antonio. Bring it on. Bring it on. Bring it on. We're ready for you. And Cat's still in his warm-up gear. Can you imagine, people, if you're a basketball player or in any sport, your World Cup final? Man, it must be something being out there, all the fans, billions of people watching you. It must be an awesome feeling to be in that arena and competing, especially when you play well. If you're having a stinker, that can never be good because it goes the opposite. A lot of people watching you not playing well, but this should be a good game. Truly, truly looking forward to it. So let's see how it goes tonight. The Spurs are used to this, at least the Spurs organization, not the players. But none of them were on the championship team. And Duncan was playing and Robinson was playing. As for the Knicks, I think Robinson is the longest tenure Knicks. So most of these players have been with the Knicks for less than 5 years. I think Brunson's been with us about 4 years. And Brunson has been good since he started. Now, Champagny, it's kind of funny, people, those of you who follow football, if you live in Brooklyn, because Champagny's dad used to play football in a league I used to help to administer. He was a very good football player. He played for Rovers United. So a lot of the guys from Rovers support the Spurs, even though they're from New York. Go figure that one out. Because their friend's kid is playing, so interesting. But I hope Champagny is a good series. But I hope the Knicks win. And he's been playing well. I mean, he was cut by Philadelphia. San Antonio picked him up, and he's got a new lease on life, and it's a good thing. It shows you people that you got to be resilient. Where you have one failure someplace else, somebody's thinking you're a gem. Players are out. So Wembanyama, Castle, Vassell, Champagny, and Fox are the starters. As I said, I think for San Antonio, Fox is the X factor, where expectation may not be great. And I think for the Knicks, it's Anunoby, where he was injured in the Atlanta series and has come back and has been improving with every game and has played really, really well. San Antonio fans are out in full force. It's the finals. It's sold out. We don't have the same level of Knicks fans we have like we had in other arenas. Had a bunch of Knicks fans in Cleveland, had a bunch of Knicks fans in Atlanta. Man, did they have Knicks fans. You thought there were more Knicks fans in Atlanta than Atlanta fans, frankly. Not here in San Antonio. It's a little bit further out. I can see Knicks fans with Knicks jersey, but they're way up in the nosebleed section. Apart from Spike Lee, who's probably down by courtside, actually. And we get ready to commence the game, the finals of the NBA Finals. Knicks versus Spurs. And let's see how it goes. I can't imagine playing against a player who's 7'6" tall. I mean, man, it's taller than my ceiling here. It's crazy. I'm trying to shoot over him. And you're 5 foot, well, they said Brunson is 6'2". I'm sure he's not even more than 6'1". So imagine being 6'1", trying to shoot over somebody jumping, and they're 7'6" already. It's crazy. The ball being jumped between Cat and Wemby. Wemby is went all tip, but Cat jumped tip. Cat went up before the ball reaches zenith. So we're off. Wemby's guarding Cat, actually. Brunson with a 3. Start off. Booyah! Knicks start off. Brunson got space, and he hit the 3. So it's Wemby against Cat. They're going to try to get a Cat in foul trouble. Yeah, Wemby looked like he want to drive. Cat is all the way up on him. Don't foul him, Cat. Please don't foul him. Wemby with a shot, and he scores. Good shot over Cat. Yeah, they're going man for man. Josh Hart with a rebound out to Wemp to. So the Knicks have hit 2-3 already. They've started where they left off in the last series. 3 by Anunoby and 3 by Brunson. Wemby doing the guard thing against Cat. Missed rebound by Champagny. Vassell with a 3. Rebound again by Castle, but he missed it. Here comes the Knicks. Josh Hart trying to go to the basket, going against Wemby. He turned around. Shot by Cat for 3. He misses. Yeah, Cat shooting too quickly. Got to take his time. Wemby's driving a Cat. Trying to get Cat in foul trouble early, it looks like. Wemby turned it over. Bridges to Anunoby. And he scores. Knicks by 8-2. They're trying to feature Wemby early, but he's starting too far out. He's got to be no more in the low post. Knicks playing really tough defense. Real tough defense. Here comes the Knicks again. Josh Hart. He can't go to the basket like he used to. This is Bridges. Oh, he missed a chippy. Oh, they're right in Bridges' wheelhouse, actually. And Knicks are getting out rebounded. They're getting on the boards actually. That's the third offensive rebound they've gotten. Knicks are really moving the ball around really, really well. Knicks are up by 10-6. Playing really well so far. They haven't come out like a days ago, like against when they played against Cleveland the first game. They're moving the ball really, really well. And they're trying to run on off each play. Here comes Josh Hart coming up the floor, going against Wemby. And Wemby blocked it. Josh Hart, you can't bring it in there. He had Wemby backed up. He got a pump fake. You have to pump fake. And Wemby hit a three. Blocked the shot, came down, hit a three. You have to pump fake Josh Hart. You got to be smarter than that. When you went in, you got to pump fake him and then go up. Now, Spurs defense is set up pretty well. It's 10-7 Knicks against the Spurs. Going to need Bridges to play well. Spurs have turned their defense up. Travel by Brunson. Spurs defense is tough. You can see it already. If Josh Hart had just faked the block, he tried to run into Wemby, but Wemby recovered. Wemby's like a giraffe. He's got arms everywhere. Fox with a three misses, and here comes Josh Hart with a rebound. It's probably his third rebound already. Wemby guarding Cat way out on top. Cap goes around him, going to the basket, and scores. If Wemby's going to guard Cat that far out, there's no way that he can stay with Cat. Especially Cat has those long strides. No way can stay with Cat. Cat having a good game so far. And players are breathing hard, so it's a lot of adrenaline. A lot of adrenaline. If you just join us, we are watching the Spurs versus the Knicks. Knicks are leading so far. Knicks have started out well by 12-7. Cat left Wemby for dead on top of the key. Cat has to have a big series for Knicks to win. And I think he will. Because he wants to show that he's as good as Wemby. But we need Josh Hart to be smarter. Don't go in there on Wemby like that. Maybe you can go in and then pull back and then take a little 5-footer where he's trying to get to the basket. Wemby's too tall. Man, he probably can hit the top of the backboard. So early timeout by the Spurs. And I would expect that the Knicks will continue to push the pace. Bless up, David. You at work, David? You can't be working today. Tell your boss you got to watch the NBA Finals, David. You can't be working. Tell your boss you got to watch the NBA Finals. It's funny, when I used to play football, it's a long time ago, I used to work in corporate. And no, I was going to school then. And the coach was like, well, you gotta make a choice. You either come to practice or, we can't start you. And I was like, oh, I guess we ain't gonna start then. Because somebody gotta go to school. Football ain't that important. But what the job does feed the family though, so gotta go to work. But the game is good so far. Knicks up 12-7, playing well. Playing really, really well, actually. Offensive rebound is an issue so far. Castle had one. Champagny had one. Vassell had one. Knicks have to find a way to keep them off the boards. They're young, but they're quick. They're energetic. But they also don't have height. I mean, when you look at Wemby at 7'6", the next tallest player is what? Cassie's about 6'4". Fox is about 6'5", I would think, somewhere around there. And Knicks have Josh Hart is probably apart from Brunson being 6'2", which is generous. Cathy is about 7 foot. Anunoby is 6'8", 6'9". Bridges is about 6'7". They have a pretty tall team out there, actually. And Josh Hart is about 6'5", or somewhere around there. So it's Knicks have very good height, apart from Brunson. And San Antonio is a smaller team. And they're not the best shooters either. They can get hot, but they're not the best shooters. So it should be interesting. They're showing you this Johnson, the coach, talking to the Spurs in the locker room. I don't know what you tell people at this point of the season. Go out, play smart, play hard. I see Popovich, but he doesn't look healthy at all. He looks a little bit out of it. So the Spurs have it. Harper is in the game. Look like for Champagne. Castle working his way in turnover. Bridges picked it up. Coming forward to Hart. Hart back to Towns, looking to shoot. Goes around Wemby again and lays it in. He's abusing Wemby. Wemby doesn't. They got to play zone against the Knicks if they want to have Wemby be effective. If he's playing one-on-one top of the key, he's just going to go and by him. He's not even shooting the three because Wemby's too tall and jump too high. So Hart is now guarding Wemby. Wemby in the post, trying to back him in, trying to pass to the double team. To Castle with a three, misses. Long rebound, and it's a foul against who? With somebody trying to keep Wemby out, I assume. And Cat is using that right arm to slap Wemby when he goes by him. So the ball is to the Knicks. I'm not sure what happened a while ago. I'm sure they call a foul, what it is. Knicks leading by 14-7. And Cat has already gone around Wemby twice. I think Towns was holding Johnson. Towns, maybe they call a double foul or something, but Towns got to stop that. Knicks coming forward with Towns top of the key. He's going to the basket again, and he misses this time. Oh, come on, I don't know what kind of spectacular play that Towns is doing. He should have dunked that ball. If you're that way at the basket, you should be dunking it. Knicks with a steal. Josh Hart. I guess he's being called for a foul. He thought he had it, and he's being called for a foul. It's a very experienced refereeing crew. Knicks making a substitution already. Anunoby out. Shamet is in. That's pretty early. They're only 6 minutes in, not even 6 full minutes. Castle against Shamet. Shamet plays good defense also, and Castle is bullying his way to the basket and did. Brunson just got around Castle as if he wasn't there. Then out to Hart for a three. He misses. Josh Hart has not been effective shooting the threes, up 30-something% in the playoff. Missed shot by Johnson. Here comes Hart to Shamet. Back to Bridges. Back to Hart. Down low to Cat. Cat trying to pass down low, ball deflected. It's going to be hard to pass over Wemby. Foul against Hart. Hart does pick up his second foul. Cassidy's very aggressive going to the basket. Cat got to be careful trying to pass like he did against Cleveland other teams because they got height in Wemby. You say he fouled Cassidy. I'm not sure he fouled him. I thought he hit the ball, actually. But foul against Hart. That's his second. He's probably going to be taken out. They may bring Anunoby back quickly. That's 2 quick fouls against Hart. And we only in the first quarter. So Anunoby is back. Yep. And Hart is out. I predicted that. Very short rest for Anunoby. Friday's the game 2. So it's every other day. Be Friday, Sunday. Knicks are up by 3 as Castle made the free throw. And now they're picking up, Harper picking up full court. That defense is really aggressive. Got to use aggression against them, which Brunson just did. He shouldn't have passed. He should have gone to the basket. Shamat with a 3, misses. Cat with a rebound. And misses. That's a horrible shot by Cat. Got to pass it out, Cat. Cat's coming forward. He's going to the basket again, trying to. Oh, bad shot by Johnson. Picked up by Aniobi to Brunson. Brunson going to the basket. They have to go to the basket now that Wemby's out the game. And bad shot by Brunson. He's trying to draw the foul and doing this the second time he's done that in the game. Cat with another rebound. He got fouled. Is that? I'm not sure it's a free throw time. Is a timeout? No, it's looking like it may be free throws. Is 5 fouls already? I haven't seen 5 fouls so far. I'm just making substitution. Castle is out. Yep, it's substitution. Brunson normally stays in until the end of the first quarter, and he comes out for about 4 minutes or so in the second quarter. Knicks up by 3. Cat taking some really bad shots, and he's under the basket. Wemby's out. We should be going to the basket, and we haven't done so. Brunson working against Champagny, and he's trying to. What are you doing? Pass the ball straight to Harper. Brunson is going to the basket. He's wide open, and they're trying to pass out of that. Wemby's not in the game. What are we doing? You beat the man off the dribble. You're wide open to shoot, and you try to pass the ball to nobody because the defender stayed home. Knicks making, as a veteran team, uncharacteristic mistakes. That's just poor by Brunson. He's not having a good game so far. He hit the first shot of the game, but he's making just really bad mistakes. You drive to the basket. There's no Wemby there. Just go to the basket and shoot. Cat is out. Robinson is in. McBride is in for Bridges. So Knicks making their substitutions. 7 minutes in. I don't know why Brunson does that. This is about the 3rd time in the game he has done that. Possibly DJ. Possibly. Knicks are up by 1. Knicks not playing well. We've been stuck on 14 for a while now. Making too many mistakes. Brunson trying to find Robinson. Brunson turnover again. That's Brunson's 3rd turnover in the first half. 3rd turnover. Brunson just making mistake after mistake after mistake. And again, Harper got fouled going to the basket. They're running off Brunson's mistake. He's trying to lob to Robinson. That lob was never there. I don't know where the foul was on Harper. I didn't see a foul. And Harper did score. So San Antonio up by 1. And now up by 2. Brunson not playing well at all. Maybe I should sit him down and put Alvarado in the game for a little bit. And then we go relax and think about it. San Antonio defense is very aggressive, and we're not faking them. We're not faking going to the basket. Good move by Aniobi. Out to Brunson for a 3. Misses. Robinson trying to rebound. We're not playing well. Brunson is having a horrible first half. And Harper is having a ball. He's coming and scored about, 8 or 9 points already. San Antonio up by 5. We scored 14 points in the first quarter. We can't score because Brunson keep making mistakes. Shamat with a 3. Bingo. 19-17. Shamat has been hot since the Atlanta series. Another 3 by Champagny. San Antonio now getting hot. Wemby's out and they're increasing their lead. Oh, brilliant move by Brunson. He missed the layup. Brunson's having a nightmare first quarter. Champagny with a bad shot. Rebound to the Knicks. Brunson having a stinker. Turnover Moving screen by Robinson. Oh no, it's a timeout, it appears. Looks like a moving screen to me. Harper has been having a wonderful playoffs, actually. Wonderful playoffs. So first quarter, Knicks started out really well, up 14-9. Then Brunson started turning the ball over. I mean, a while ago he had an easy layup and he just missed it. He's having a very difficult first quarter. We need Brunson to play well. Otherwise, it may not be pretty. And we get stuck. We can't have Brunson. We move away from Brunson being ball hog, not ball dominant, ball hog. We moved away from that. And now we're back to it. He needs to be moving off screens, getting some space like Curry does, to allow him to shoot freely. When you have him bring the ball up the field, all he's going to do is get tired. I don't see why we're having Brunson touch the ball so much until, later in the shot clock. There's no reason for him to bring the ball up the court. In the previous series, we had the ball bring up by Bridges or McBride or someone else, give it to Towns at the top of the key, then Towns then survey the pass. We're not doing that well in this game. And Brunson's making a lot of mistakes. Turnover after turnover after turnover. Hopefully he settles down and plays game. I know the defense is good. Just play your game. Don't rush. Use more fakes. They're very aggressive. They're young. They're subject to making mistakes. If you just join us, a really even first half today. Knicks started off really well. Spurs came back. They brought in Harper, who has been like fire in these playoffs, and he's doing it again. So Josh Hart picked up 2 quick fouls, which set the Knicks back somewhat. He's been overly aggressive. He's got to play more within himself and play smarter. And Towns doesn't have a foul yet, which is really good. It's going to be a really good playoff series. It's going to be wild when they come back to Madison Square Garden. Hopefully the Knicks can at least split away from home. Otherwise, if we don't win a game in San Antonio, it's going to be tough to win the series. Then you have to win 4 out of. You have to win what? 4 out of 5. That's tough to do, especially with this team that's very, very confident. Beat the defending champions and believe they can beat anybody, anytime, any place, anywhere. So the teams are back on the court. Knicks in possession with Shumpert, Brunson, McBride, Anunoby, and Robinson. Wemby's back on with Champagnie, Harper. It looked like Fox, and I can't see who the other player is. Maybe Johnson. Fox and Johnson. It's going to be easy for Wemby because Robinson doesn't really have any offense apart from dunks, actually. So Champagnie's guarding Brunson. Brunson should be able to abuse him. Brunson misses again. So he's about 1 for 4? And Spurs are moving the ball really well. Really, really well. Really well. Knicks are in trouble, people. They're moving the ball really well. And foul on the Knicks a while ago. 3-pointer by Champagnie and foul. Spurs are up by 8. And foul on Shamet against, it looked like against Champagnie. Not against Champagnie. Somebody inside. And Brunson has a knee problem. Let's see what happened. Yeah, Shamet block. Was it going to the basket? Not a smart foul by Shamet. Free throw. Got it in by McBride. Wemby almost got that free throw. Wemby's too tall. Spurs are up by 8. So Knicks have scored 3 points in the last 6 minutes. And McBride almost turns it over. The Spurs pressure is something else. McBride with a 3. Misses. Knicks are in trouble. In the first game, they're getting outplayed. Outworked and outplayed. And Harper is having a field day. He's abusing Brunson. They're up by 10. We can't score. It's a timeout by the Knicks. Yeah, it's ugly. We're up by 14-9. So they have scored the Knicks by 18-3. Wow. And part of the reason that Brunson is just getting abused defensively and he's playing poorly offensively. Harper see Brunson, his eyes widen. It's not good, people. It doesn't look good so far. And those threes were falling at will in the previous series. We're taking rush shot and they're not falling now. Harper sees Brunson going straight to the basket. So they spread the floor. They put all the men in the corner wide and isolate Brunson in the middle. And Harper is just abusing him. Let's see what happens when they put Brunson on the bench. The Knicks will play in the better because Brunson's having a tough first quarter. It's like a poor first quarter, frankly. Bless up, Dr. Don. How you doing, Dr. Don? How's it going? Harper see Brunson. But Brunson has to do that on the opposite end. He's just been making mistakes after mistakes after mistakes. And by the way, since Cat come out the game and Brunson's going back to the locker room, that's not a good look, people. He's limping badly. Brought a 3-pointer tipped in by Bridges. We're not hitting our threes either, so that makes it tougher. 27-19 Spurs. It's going to be a tough series for the Knicks. Doesn't look good so far. Wemby misses. Ball picked in by Alvarado, trying to go forward. Wemby just changes everything. Alvarado against Champagny. Knicks can't even get a shot off. That defense is tough. They're all over the Knicks. And Brunson's limping badly. Somebody fell on his knee. Alvarado a while ago had the ball in the basket and didn't even look to score because of Wemby. Knicks in trouble. Castle coming back. It's not a good first game. And Spurs are using their bench too. That defense is aggressive. Alvarado, the long 3, in and out. I was down and it came back out. When you do the switch on Wemby's and Alvarado, it's tough. Fox against Alvarado. It's the end of the quarter. Looking for that last shot. Castle against Bridges. Good defense by Bridges. Misses. Rebounds to Towns. End of the first quarter. Knicks start off really well. Up 14-9. They have scored 5 points since then. And the Spurs are up to 27. Doesn't look good for the Knicks. And their best player look like he's in trouble. He's going back to the locker room. Has a knee problem. And Harper is having a field day. Problem for Knicks is they can't score against Wemby. Wemby's clogging up the lane. When he's out on the key, Towns have to get Wemby in foul trouble. Wemby hasn't picked up a foul yet. Has to get Wemby in foul trouble. The difference between Brunson and Alvarado is that Alvarado plays defense. Brunson's not a good defender. And it shows that one-on-one with Fox where he stayed in front of Fox. But Knicks are in trouble in the first game. No Brunson. They have to find scorers from other places. And Wemby is a problem. I think they have to go down there and fake Wemby. We're not even looking to score inside. Wemby controls the entire paint. He would get to the basket and turn back. Yeah, it's going to be a tough one for the Knicks to win. Given Brunson look like he's not himself. So if you just join us, it's the end of the first quarter. Knicks versus Spurs. Spurs up by 27-19. Knicks started off real well. Played well in the first 5 or 6 minutes. Towns went to the bench. Knicks couldn't score. And Spurs outscored the Knicks, 18-5 the rest of the first half. First quarter, I should say. Difficult quarter for the Knicks, but it's a long game. Towns will need to play beyond his ability. That's possible. Has to get Wemby in foul trouble. He's done a good job of going by him, but he has to get him in foul trouble because Wemby is a problem. See, Shumpert blocked Johnson, who then fell into Brunson's knee. That wasn't a smart play by Shumpert in the first place. And he actually picked up Shumpert, that's his head, talking about Shumpert. Shumpert is no longer playing basketball. He blocked it into him, and Brunson went back to the locker room, which is not good. He was having a bad game anyway, so this just exacerbated. So let's see what's happening in the second quarter. First quarter wasn't good. Hopefully the second quarter is better. Not a good look when you start off so well and you start going the opposite direction. And that defense is bothering the Knicks. Towns is 2 of 5 so far. And missed some chippies inside. He started 2 of 2. The Knicks were 2 of 2 in 3-pointers. And 1 of 9 at the beginning of the game, and then 1 of 9 since then. And we're back. Wemby against Towns. They're trying to set a pick out top of the key. Wemby going deep. Really bad shot. Ball out of bounds to the Spurs. Robinson was ineffective in the first quarter. Let's hope that changes. Brunson's back on the bench. They're trying to get himself on a knee brace. That's not a good look. He needs his mobility. Knicks are struggling to garner the rebounds too, which is not good. 27-19 to the Spurs. John Wall off a pick, blocks it, goes straight to Wemby, gets fouled and won. Wow. Good block by Towns. Ball ricocheted over to Wemby, and Alvarado pushed him. That's what they call it. They give him a basket? Or they call it foul before the basket. Apparently they did. So it's still 27-19. Spurs taking a lot of 3. Let them take the 3s. I'm sure they're going to miss quite a bit of them. Knicks need to go inside to... Towns got to go inside and play against Wemby. Towns and 1. No, they called a foul before the shot. Towns is not happy. Went to the basket, got fouled, made a shot, but they're saying he was fouled before the shot. That looked like a and 1 to me. Towns looking to shoot again. Find Alvarado. Find McBride with a 3. And that's good. Knicks up. Spurs up 27-22. 3 by McBride. Here come Wemby, turns it over. Alvarado coming forward. Find Towns from deep. Look like he wants to shoot. He's going to go against Wemby. Beats him again. Wemby came back and blocked it. And Towns is beside himself. He's like, that's a foul. I think Towns will have to stop there. When he go by Wemby, he needs to stop. He went by Wemby. He hooked Wemby. Wemby came over and blocked it. It's a great block by Wemby. Towns needs to stop in the lane so Wemby run into his back. That's what he needs to do. Oh, Alvarado thought he got it and Wemby blocked it. They're saying it's a goaltend, it looks like. Why, Wemby can block anything everywhere. Jesus Lord. He's blocking everything. He's too tall, man. You gotta move the rim up higher. Foul against Castle coming forward. Look like a foul probably against Towns. That would be his first foul. Or is it against McBride? One of them. Now, normally when Towns beat his man and go to the basket, he would be able to get a dunk there. Not with Wemby. Castle coming forward and scores easily. That was too easy. Towns got to change that. Alvarado coming forward. So it's 29-24 Spurs. Towns beat Wemby again and lays it in. He's destroying Wemby at the top of the key. He can get it all night. Here comes Wemby again. And he's fouled. So Towns scored and Wemby actually, they have a made basket they got around him. I think Wemby's fouling Towns actually. His hands are all over him. They're not calling that. And Towns is cussing. I think Wemby's fouling him when he's going to the basket initially. But they're not giving him the call. Wemby with 2 free throws. Makes the first. It's now 30-26. Knicks have come back. But I still think it's going to be a very difficult game for the Knicks. If you can't get to the basket and score apart from Towns, if none of your other players, Bridges and Anunoby and Hart, can get to the basket, that's a problem. It's how the Knicks does really well. It sets up the threes. And what the Spurs are doing is they're running on made baskets. The Knicks have to be very cognizant of that. Wemby scores both. Knicks coming forward again. Alvarado getting a lot of playing time because Brunson's out. One of the Towns being double teamed, back to Alvarado, back to Shamet, going to the basket for an easy pull up. He misses an easy shot. Shamet, you're in there to score, son. Basket with a wild shot. Knicks come forward again with Alvarado. Shamet is wide. They're spreading the court. Brilliant move by Alvarado. They isolate Wemby on the left side, clear out the space on the right. Alvarado to the basket for 2. Knicks down by 3. So Knicks have come back after being down by, 8 or 9. Turnover by Castle. Ball to Anunoby, to Alvarado. He saw Wemby and he retreated. McBride with a 3. Bad shot by McBride. That shot was never there. He rushed that shot. Wemby against Towns one-on-one. You want to isolate him in the post. Knicks come forward. Wemby missed a shot. Alvarado out to Shamet with a 3. And he misses. Our bench is missing all those 3s that were making the previous series. Both Shamet and McBride hitting nothing but iron. And Harper trying to show them it's done. He misses. So both teams just throwing up bricks now. We're 8 minutes in the second quarter. Spurs by 3. Towns pulling Wemby away from the basket. McBride looking to shoot. He goes out to Anunoby. He goes in. into Towns, and Towns got fouled by Wemby. Towns needs to dunk that ball. And Towns is down. I think he got hit in the face. And Wemby complained that Towns is holding his hand when he goes in. Let's see what happens. And Wemby went in. Wemby came over. Towns going up. Yeah, Wemby fouled him. Not sure what Wemby's complaining about. I think Wemby smacked him across the face. Knicks have come back really well, especially without Brunson. Well, Brunson was making a lot of mistakes, actually. Towns should just bounce that ball, one bounce, and dunk it. I don't know why he's trying to go around Wemby. You have the ball that low, Wemby's out of position, fake it, bounce it once, and then put it back in. It's not that difficult. He's trying some guard type, pretty play to score. Gotta go power move. Yeah, a while ago, if you just bounce it and then dunk it. Gotta get Wemby in foul trouble though. Wemby's too much, frankly. Yeah, that's not a good foul by Wemby. Not a good foul. So we're in the second quarter. Knicks were down by 8 earlier. I've come back. We're still in the second quarter. Brunson's been out for a little bit now. Brunson normally gets like a 5-minute rest at the end of the first quarter. And then he comes back just before midway of the second quarter. He has a knee problem. Not sure how bad it is. Went back to the locker room. I guess they checked him out and came back out with a brace on. He had a tough first quarter, though. He didn't play well at all. Was turning the ball over, not taking his normal shots, even when he had space to shoot. So hopefully be more of himself as the game progresses. And as American TV, as you imagine, advertisement galore. Enter the window to milk the clock. They're going to do so. Let's see if Brunson can return. If Brunson's out for the series, Knicks going to have a difficult chance to win the series. You know, our bench, which has been brilliant throughout these playoffs, has had a tough first quarter. Shamet and McBride gotten wide open looks and not scoring them. Let's hope this doesn't remain for the rest of the game, that they come in and score. Wemby's creating problem for us because in the previous series that we played, we were able to get to the basket at will in a lot of instances. Even against Cleveland, who had Mobley, you know, one of the better defenders in the league on the all-defensive team, and Allen was a very good defender and good shot blocker. Yeah, Towns keep holding, when he goes up, he hold his hand and pull down the defense. So let's see what happens. Spurs with the ball. Looked like the Knicks were called for an offensive foul, actually. At least Towns was. So Mitchell Robinson is back in. Towns is out. Harper coming forward. Castle. Much tougher defense against now Hart. And Hart is called for a foul. That's his third. And he's going to be out for the rest of the half. That's his third foul in no time. He's telling the bench not to take him out, but he's playing too aggressive. I'll take him out. He's not playing with himself. He's playing too aggressive. Way too aggressive. Gotta play smarter. That's his third foul. He's still in 7 minutes left in the second quarter. And they keep him in because he begged to stay in. You can't be staying in. You're going to get this fourth foul no time. Trust me. Vassell not playing well, missing shots. Brunson's back in and he's lumbering up the court. Hart to Robinson. Robinson scored and is fouled. Brilliant move by Hart with an alley hoop to Robinson. Knicks down by 1. You know Robinson scored no free throw, so it's going to be still down by 1. Hart. Robinson fake the pick. Played into Robinson. He was read really well, but didn't stop the Knicks from scoring. I think Cornette read it. He's been dropping back, expecting the lob. But Robinson was too powerful for him at that time. Now Robinson has a splint on his arm and his hand. He was making free throws anyway, so it doesn't make a difference. Maybe that will help him. Nope, he missed it. As expected. Here comes the Spurs. I don't know you're playing basketball and you shoot free throws like that. You got to put some arc on the ball. He shows his free throws, really flat. Really flat. So the ball can't even pass the front of the rim. If you're playing basketball all your life, I don't care how big your hands are, at least put some air under the ball. He shoots like this. He doesn't shoot like this. He shoots like this. So of course the ball gun goes straight. The ball is not going up and come down. You can't be playing basketball all your life and you can't just do not that you have to make it, but at least give yourself a chance to make it. Johnson got fouled. Now, more bench player coming in. And Johnson from the Spurs got fouled. He missed his first free throw. Shoot the second. So Spurs up by 2. Clarkson is now in for the Knicks. And Brunson also. Let's see if Brunson is moving freely. Clarkson with a 3. He misses. We're missing our 3s tonight. We probably about 3 of 15 on 3s. We're shooting a lot of bricks. So is San Antonio, but they're getting some of the offensive long rebounds. And they're missing easy shots, including Fox. Fox has had a tough playoffs. Brunson missed the shot. Robinson with the rebound. He missed the putback. Here comes San Antonio, wide open layup. Robinson had an easy dunk and try a power dunk. They missed it. And Brunson's been missing everything tonight. Brunson's having a nightmare his first quarter. I think he's probably scored 1 basket. I can remember. That was that 3-pointer. Finally scores. And he's down. And Brunson is cussing. He's down. He looks like he's hurt. Brunson is down on earth. And 3-pointer by San Antonio coming down. And Brunson is cussing the referee. He's in the referee's face. He's mad as hell. I think he got fouled and it wasn't called. And he's down. He's hurt. Let's see what happens. He goes in. He got bumped. And he stepped on somebody's ankle and hurt himself. Yeah, he got fouled there by Hopper. Comes in. Yeah, he got fouled. That should have been on 1. Not a good look for Jace Brunson, having a tough night. He was all in the referee's face. I'm surprised he didn't get a technical. Score Spurs 37, Knicks 32. We're in the second quarter. Spurs outscored the Knicks 27-19 first quarter. And second quarter, Knicks outscored the Spurs so far by 13-10. Should be very interesting how this game progresses and how it evolves. Brunson is having a tough game between his poor shooting, turnovers, being injured. Not a good look. Not a good look at all. So let's see how it progresses. So far, Josh Hart has 2 points. Anunoby, Josh Hart is 1 of 3 for 2 points. And he has 3 personal fouls and 5 rebounds. Anunoby has no rebounds. He's 2 of 2, 5 points. We need to see more of Anunoby, actually. I'm not sure if they're managing his minutes. Towns is 3 of 7 with 4 rebounds and 2 assists. By the way, Josh Hart has 3 assists. Jalen Brunson is 2 of 9, 1 of 3.3-point range, and just only have 1 assist. And Bridges is 1 of 2. Alvarado is 2 of 3. Shamet is 1 of 4. Matt Bryan and Shamet are 2 of 8. So our guards between Brunson, Matt Bryan, and Shamet are 4 of 17. That's the game right there. Not shooting well. And we're way off on 3-pointers. We have taken 16 3-pointers and we have made what? 4 of 16. That's 25%. That's not good. Not good at all. Knicks have to play better. Let's see for the Spurs. For the Spurs, I don't think they're shooting personally better. Champagne is 2 of 3 for 6 points. Vassell is 2 of 6 for 5. Wemby is 2 of 7 for 7. Doesn't tell you how much shots have been changed because of Wemby. Castle is 2 of 6 for 6 points. And Fox is 1 of 6. Fox has been horrendous shooting in the playoffs. Brunson was beside himself. He didn't get the foul. He's bleeding too. His knee's bleeding. Not sure what's happening. Spurs defense is really aggressive. Look at Johnson all over Brunson. And Brunson using his aggressiveness against him. Brunson got his own rebound. Missed the shot, but got his rebound. Now he's, 3 of 10? 3 of 11, it looks like. Yeah, he's 3 of 11. Not shooting well. Offensive foul against the Spurs against Fox. Fox is having a tough playoffs. He's 1 of 6 so far. Just completed the offensive foul. Really difficult. It's really busy under the basket, too. It's not a place for weak hearts. Johnson's really all over Brunson. The defense is aggressive. They're playing him physical, trying to wear him down. Brunson taking him down the low post. He's bigger than Brunson, but he's taking down the low post. And scores. Unbelievable by Brunson. Man is about 4 inches taller than him, and he's still bodying him. Spurs up by 1. So Knicks have come back. After not scoring quite a bit in the first quarter, being outscored 18-3, they have come back and done well. Fox against Shamet in the low post. He misses again. Fox has been he's 1 of 7. Tough series. Here comes Brunson. Up the court. Knicks down by 1. Brunson wheeling and dealing. Out to Bridges, to Clarkson. Clarkson fell down. Plays out. Pass the ball out to Brunson. Johnson against Brunson. Brunson's taking him again in and scores. Brunson saying, forget this. I'm going to the basket. No Wemby. I'm not taking any jump shot. Knicks up by 1. Here comes Harper. All the way down and scores. Harper has been keeping the Spurs in the game. He's having a good first half. Harper already has 12 points. Here comes Bridges. Bridges, we need to score, Bridges. It's about time. Bridges with 2. Knicks up by 1. Fox out to Johnson with a 3. Misses. Robinson with the rebound. Robinson did a really good job on the boards. There's about 3 San Antonio players ready to come in, including Wemby. And Brunson just keep going to the basket. As soon as he realizes Wemby's out the game, he's going to the basket. So Knicks are playing smart. When Wemby's not in, go straight to the basket. Cornet can't block anybody that can play basketball except for what's his name from OKC? Einstein. Or Harkenstein, I should say, not Einstein. So we have 3 minutes and 37 left in the first half. Knicks up by 1. Knicks have come all the way back after being down 27-19. Come all the way back to lead by 1. And Robinson making his presence felt on the boards and at the rim. Here comes Bridges. Oh, Bridges tried a fancy alley-oop to Robinson. A look-away alley-oop that went on in the stand someplace. Poor pass. And Anunoby going to come back in. I'm sure it's going to be for Josh Hart. Oh, Hart is not in the game, sorry. Probably for Clarkson. Really bad pick set on Bridges. He was very upset. Johnson with a 3. And he scores that, so San Antonio up by 2. Castle on Brunson. Brunson with a 3. Way off. Bad shot by Brunson. He's taking bad shots. When he goes to the basket, he's fine. His outside shooting has been off because he's not setting himself in a good place to shoot. Bad shot by Wemby. Nick should be running. Bridges, but Wemby's back. And when Wemby's back, stops everything. Brunson against Hopper. Beats him off the dribble. Pass out to Shamet for a 3. Bullseye. Bingo. 43-42 to the Knicks. Wemby against Robinson one-on-one. And Robinson with a dumb foul. Not a smart foul. Wemby's going nowhere. No reason to foul him. We're probably in the penalty. That's a dumb foul. Shamet does what he did in the last series. Stepped away, set himself up for a 3. Put Johnson on skate, put it in. I have no idea why Robinson fouling Wemby. Wemby picked the ball up. So why you do just, he can't go baseline anymore. So you block him from throwing the ball out to his teammate. I have no idea why Robinson fouled him. Free throw by Wemby. Made the first, score tied at 43. So good first half so far. Not the best shooting. Towns is back in and Alvarado back in. I assume that's for Brunson and for Robinson. Free throw again to Wemby. We need Shamet and we need McBride to score those 3s. Open up the defense. Wemby made his, one thing, Wemby does make his free throw, which Robinson doesn't do. San Antonio up by 1. Brunson normally plays the second part of the first quarter, but they're taking him out. Wonder why. Anunoby with a 3. Bad shot by Anunoby. He didn't have the room to shoot that ball. Johnson was right in his face. Wemby against Shamet to Champagnie. Nothing but net. Not smart playing by the Knicks. We need Anunoby more in the game. He's not in the game. Castle hounding Alvarado. Bridges against Johnson. Towns coming up to set a pick. Bridges around him. Out to Alvarado with a 3. Nothing but net. Alvarado playing really well so far. Knicks down by 1. 47-46. Castle out to Champagnie. Champagnie again. Another 3. Champagnie is hot like fire. He's been hot from the last series. Somebody has to stay on him. Alvarado has to stay on him. He can't cheat. Bridges trying to find... Towns trying to find Bridges. He got fouled. Alvarado has to stay on Champagnie. Champagnie is shooting really well. They're looking to bring Brunson back in with 1:14 left. I'm not sure why. Alvarado's been playing well. See, Cassidy is driving in the middle. The defense is collapsing, and he's finding Champagnie out wide, and Champagnie's been hitting those shots and talking crap to Alvarado too at the meantime. So now Knicks running that pick and roll up top and running play off Towns. Brunson with Wemby in and out. Towns with a rebound, fall against Towns. Brunson's had a tough first. What's Brunson's shooting percentage? It's awful. Brunson is 5 of 15. You can't be shooting 33% and expect to win games. 15 shots he's taking in the first half. He's taking twice as many shots as any other Knick. That's not the way to go. You take 15 shots already and got 11 points. That's less than 1 point. I don't know, Brunson. You need to find your teammates. Get them in the game. First free throw put in by Cat. Knicks down by 3. Brunson take 15 shots in the first half. That's ridiculous. If you take 30 for the game, that's ridiculous. You don't need to shoot that much. Then Bridges not getting any shot. Then Aniobi not getting any shot. And they can be 20-point a game scorer. Brunson trying to do too much. Free throw to Cat. He makes the second. Knicks down by 2. It's a good first half for the Knicks, having such a difficult middle of first to end of first quarter. And Josh Hart having 3 fouls. Knicks could actually take the lead or lead. There's 44 seconds remaining. They can get a 2-for-1 shot. Oh, Brunson got picked by Fox. Brunson having a nightmarish first half. Horrible first half. Playing crap. Just got turned the ball over by regular pressure. Cat missed a chippy. So Cat and Brunson are struggling in the first half, and Knicks still in the game. Brunson having a nightmare. San Antonio playing for the last shot. Brunson got beaten off easily. Champagne with a 3, and he scores it. What the hell are we doing? They're driving and kicking. And Champagne is having a field day. And Brunson is having a nightmare. That's the game right there. Champagne having a field day. Brunson having a nightmare. So that's the end of the first half. A really good run in the first half by the Spurs. I'm going to take a 2-minute break, people, and come back and give you the first half stats. So bear with me. But was a really good first half until the last 2 possessions for the Knicks. Because Brunson is trying to do too much. Sorry, way too much. But I'm going to play you an interlude of music for about a minute, and then I'll be back. Give me 1 second. All right, we're back. Let's turn off this music. We're back, people. So, end of the first half. Knicks had a interesting first half. Started off really well. Poor later on in the first quarter. Got back in the game. Brunson got hurt. Wasn't a bad thing for the Knicks because Brunson is having one of those games. Trying to do too much. And it's not working out that well. Trying to do way too much. Way too much. So let's look at this. Oh, that's not it. I'm trying to find the stats. That's not it. Let me try to put it up again, people. So I'm right up there. Knicks NBA Finals. So let's do it again. So these are the stats. Move them here. So these are the stats. If you can see those stats, I'll take this media banner off. So as you can see, in the first half, these are first half stats. I refresh them. Spurs up by 7. If you look at the stats, Josh Hart only played 7 minutes in the game, got in foul trouble. And yet he had the most rebounds for the Knicks, or one less than a Karl-Anthony Towns, who had 6. So in 7 minutes, Hart had 5 rebounds, 3 assists, 1 block, but he had 3 personal fouls, which isn't good. And he was a +3. Now, if you look at the Knicks, these are interesting stats. Anunoby, 2 of 3, 1 of 2 3-pointers, no rebounds, no assists, -7 in the plus-minus. Karl-Anthony Towns, he was 3 of 9, trying to be too cute around the basket. He's just got to go score. 0 of 1 from 3. He has 6 rebounds, 2 assists, and he's a +2. Jalen Brunson has been killing the Knicks. 17 minutes, 5 of 15 from the field. Why are you taking 15 shots when you have the other player around you? 1 of 5 from 3-point range. He has 3 rebounds, 2 assists, 3 turnovers, -11. His plus-minus is 11. Bridges, 2 of 3. Look at this. Bridges is 2 of 3. Anunoby is 2 of 3. Why aren't they shooting more? Why don't they get more shots? Because Brunson is hogging the ball. Bridges is -1 plus-minus. So Bridges is -1. Anunoby and Karl-Anthony Towns is +2. Josh Hart is +5. Anunoby is -7. Brunson -11. Shamet, who was 2 of 5 from the field, has 6 points, -16. Right. Robinson is -9. Bridges, McBride is -4. So it's very positive when Hart is on the field, on the court. Josh Hart, very positive. Let me take this down. Very positive. Spurs are a better team because what they're doing is they're driving and kicking. They're finding Champagny. We're not covering Champagny. And Karl-Anthony Towns is playing soft. Playing soft. He's 3 of 9 from the field. Now let's look at San Antonio's, because some of their players like Fox are having a tough time also. So Champagny is the difference maker. He's 15 points. He's 5 of 6 from 3-point range. 5 of 6. That's phenomenal shooting. And he has 6 rebounds. He's a +9. He and Harper have been very good. Vassell is 2 of 6. He has 5 points. He's a +2. He has 5 rebounds also. Wemby is 2 of 8. So not better than Towns. So Wemby's having a tough game. He has 2 rebounds, 1 assist, but he also changed a lot of shots. He has 3 block shots so far. He's a +3. Castle has not played well. 2 of 7. He's a -2. He has 5 rebounds and 3 assists. Fox has his nightmare he's been having for the entire playoffs. 2 of 8. 0 of 4 from 3-point range. But he's a +6, which is really interesting. But Matt Barnes came on for a little bit. 0 all the way across. Carter Bryant played 4 minutes. He's -4. Dylan Harper. Both he and Harper and Champagny, they have They have what? 9 of 11 for 27 points. And Harper is a plus 12. Champagne is a plus 9. That's the game right there. Kellen Johnson came in, he's a plus 7. So the Knicks have to stay at home against Champagne because when they drive and you rotate over, the guards with a Fox or Kessler are finding him and he's hitting the 3. They have to stay home with Champagne. And Brunson has to play smarter. He's playing selfish and he's not playing smart. He's playing selfish and he's not playing smart. Making too many mistakes. Yeah, Spurs are looking good. But the Knicks can win the game. Champagne is on fire though for these playoffs. 5 of 6 from 3-point range. And Harper is not much less. So the Knicks have to find a way to cool down Champagne. Somebody got to stay home on him. Maybe Anunoby can cover him because I'm not sure who Anunoby is covering in this game actually. I'm not sure who's covering. He's not in the game. He's played 16 minutes. He's only taken 3 shots. He has no rebounds. That's not a good look. Anunoby has been out of the game. Look at Josh Hart. He played 7 minutes and he has 5 rebounds and 3 assists. So Anunoby has to get busy. He has to make his presence felt. It's not a good look. You're a $40 million player. You get a lot of money. Earn your money. This is the finals. Big players turn up in the finals. We need Hart on the court too. He's committing stupid fouls, not smart fouls. Look at that. Brunson and Towns have 24 shots. 24. And you have between Josh Hart 3, 6, 9, 14, 18, 19, 23. Between the other, how many players who play? Like 7 or 8 players who play, they have almost similar amount of shots. That's ridiculous. The ball needs to be spread around. Brunson needs to stop playing selfish and pass the down ball. Because Bridges and Anunoby can also score. Brunson has to be better. I know he's a little bit injured, but he's taking too many shots and he's missing them. Some of them are easy shots. The game will come to you, Brunson. Don't rush the game. It'll come to you. Tough first half for the Knicks, especially at the end of the quarter, where you think that team would show more composure. And we have. We're taking in bad threes. We're not putting ourselves in position where we're comfortable to shoot. We're getting rushed on some. I talked about this at the beginning of the inception of the telecast, which is you have to use pump fakes and you have to be patient. Be patient, use fakes to allow you to get an overly aggressive defense in trouble. And we also got to cover up Champagne. Champagne is a spot-up shooter. He's not beating anyone off the dribble. He spots up in the corner. They drive. They collapse the defense. And then they pass out to him. Somebody has to stay at home. Got to cover your own man in those situations. Not good, people. Not good at all. So tough first half for the Knicks. Started off well. Toward the end of the second quarter. Came back in the game. But then lapsed at the end of the quarter. At the half, I should say. And the Spurs are up. And all it's going to do is give the Spurs more confidence. I mean, they're pretty confident about beating Oklahoma. But it's going to improve. The Knicks were brilliant coming into these games. So hopefully the first half is where they're trying to get back into rhythm and they can do better as the second half progresses. So Wemby hasn't had a good quarter or a good half. And we're still down by 7 because Champagne and Harper are having brilliant first halves. And Harper has been really good. Those two have been really good throughout the playoffs, actually, as Oklahoma found out. So we need Hart to be on the court. He's the heart of the team. We need Anunoby to step up. And we need Bridges to step up. But they can't step up if Brunson just keep dominating the ball and shooting. Man, I took 15 shots in the first half. I made 5. And everybody else is shooting much less. And Towns is getting to the basket. He's just not making very easy shots. We need them to be better in the second half. And we need Anunoby to get some rebounds. Can't be on the basketball court and you're 6'8", 6'9", not getting any rebounds. So people in the chat, anybody have any comments, any thoughts on the first half so far? I see one comment about Spurs looking like the better team. I don't know. They're up by 7, but it's just the first game, and we have been off for, what, almost 2 weeks? New York's is hyper about the Knicks, but Knicks not giving them any hope so far. We need Brunson to play better. He's the heart of the team. He's the man. He's getting all the accolades. He's got to play up to the hype. He's taking more shots than anybody else in the game by a good distance. Too many shots for that matter. So let's hope we play better in the second half. If you just join us, we're watching. This is the watch along for the Knicks versus the San Antonio Spurs. It's the NBA Finals. Spurs have won number championship under Greg Popovich, who having some difficulty health-wise. Pop had the big duo between Robinson and Duncan, who played brilliantly and won a few number championships. I think Duncan won about, what, 5? Knicks haven't been to the NBA Finals since 1999, have won the NBA championship in 1973. And made the finals, brilliant throughout the playoffs so far. Struggled in their first game against Cleveland when they played them in the last round, but then annihilated them late second half. I should say late fourth quarter. Hopefully it's rust in this game and they will do better in the second half. And they need Brunson to play better, period. Brunson's killing the Knicks. He's got to play better. Taking bad shots, making bad decisions. David says they here just reach who watch the better half of the game. Let's go. Yeah, well, second half is always the better half, isn't it? Most times. Second half always the better half most times. So we'll see what happens. Looking forward to the second half, though. First half wasn't great for the Knicks. So let's see what happens. I can't hear the first half commentary, but I'll be curious to hear what Shaq, Kenny, Ernie, and Charles have to say. But Wemby's covering off everything in the paint, boy, everything in the paint. He's talking to his team. He's giving them instructions. Knicks have to move more, though. When they come to double team Towns, have to cut to get to the basket. Getting ready to start the third quarter. Knicks down by 7. First game of the NBA championship. Knicks have only taken 3 free throws. San Antonio's taken 12. That also tells you a lot. That's horrible, actually. That means that we're not going to the basket to get fouled because Wemby's precluding from getting to the basket. They can go to the basket against us, and we have 2 7-footers. We can't go to the basket against them. So we only have, and maybe that's why Brunson getting mad, because you think he's getting fouled going to the basket and he's not being called. Towns have to play better. Brunson has to play better. Anunoby has to get more involved. Bridges has to get more involved. Hart has to stay out of foul trouble for the Knicks to do well in this game. Remainder of the game. Spurs have the possession coming forward. Foul already. Looks like it's against Towns. Not smart. Not smart. It's the half just starting to commit the foul already. Jesus. 8 seconds into the quarter and he committed a foul. You can't make that up. Wemby with a shot. Misses, rebound. Anunoby with his first rebound of the game. Brunson not front with Hart. We need Hart in the game, though. because he's going to play unselfish basketball. They draw Wemby away from the basket. Towns finds Anunoby inside. And he come all the way back out. Instead of shooting it, Josh Hart with a 3 misses as we expect because he's not a good 3-point shooter. And Castle has Brunson. Wemby turns it over. Anunoby's under the basket and he come all the way back out. Go up and dunk the ball. So what if he gets a shot blocked sometime? Dunk the ball. You can throw the ball all the way out. You're under the basket for a layup and you're throwing the ball all the way out because you think Wemby's someplace around. Anunoby, good feed from Towns. Foul. Should be a free throw to the Knicks. Fouled by Fox. Knicks sending a lot of picks down low, trying to rob Wemby off. Wemby was, by Anunoby off. So they came up with a plan to get the ball inside to Anunoby, pull Wemby away from the basket. But Anunoby doesn't want to go up and shoot. Brunson, top of the key against Castle. Out to Anunoby with a 3-pointer. Not a good shot. Not a good shot. Not a good shot. Not a good shot. He's a set shooter. It's not a good shot. When you're trying to step away and shoot, you're a set shooter. You don't need to take you're not a Shamet who can do that off the dribble stuff. Wemby against Towns, and Towns fouled him again. That's his second foul in the first 2 minutes of the second half. Not good. That's about 3 on Towns so far. That's not smart. Not smart. I don't have the scores to put on the screen. Can't do that. No, actually, that's probably not true. I probably could. Yeah, I could actually. I can do that. Again, keep refreshing it. Yeah, not smart by Towns at all. So Knicks down by 8 with Wemby having 2 free throws, and he doesn't really miss free throws. So it's 57-48. I guess it was a 3-point play. Brunson wide open, trying to go inside. And he'll be missed again. He'll be not having a good game. The defense is bothering the Knicks, and they're not. Wild shot there by Champagny. Wild shot. Got to make people get pressure. Nobody likes pressure when they're shooting. Spurs up by 9. Champagny's 5 of 7 from 3-point range. That was a bad shot he took a while ago. We need Hart in the game. Such a smart basketball player. Doesn't shoot well, but is a smart player. Brunson with a shot, and he shots a hairball from about. Brunson's having a nightmare. He shot an air ball from about 10 feet in. Wow. Here comes Castle. And he scores inside very easily. Knicks having a tough time scoring and a tough time stopping the opposition. Castle just went inside. Look at Towns. Trying to slap at the ball instead of playing defense with his hands up. You're 7 foot tall. When people are in you against Wemby, he's not doing that. Look at that foul that Vassell on Towns. He's denying Towns. He's nowhere near the ball. Look at it. Is that a foul on Wemby? Hart got tripped a while ago. Knicks having a tough time with Wemby. It's hard to get to the basket. Towns trying to slap at the ball. You're 7 foot tall. You're playing down. I don't know why you're playing basketball like that. Towns with a layup. Good pass from Hart. Josh Hart just playing very smart basketball. Fox against Anunoby. Out to Wemby. Wemby against Towns trying to spin. And then what a dumb foul again. That's his third foul against Wemby in less than 3 minutes. Why are you gonna slap down? Why you keep your hands up? You got beaten off the dribble. Just go back and keep your hands up. Oh, Jesus Lord. And play basketball with no... That's what Towns does. Everybody said the same thing for the series start. Towns got to stay out of foul trouble. Stay out of foul trouble. And he's fouling. Clearly. Is that his fourth? Or is that his third? Must be his third because they keep him in. Not smart by Towns at all. And he's not taking Wemby inside. Wemby now has 12 points, 2 of 9 shooting. And as you can see, Spurs up by 11. By 10, going to make it 11. By the way, the score is updating quicker than the game on the screen, actually. So it's a delayed. Castle is locking down Brunson. Ball into Towns. Towns out to Bridges. Come on, Bridges. We need you to score. And he'll be shooting an air ball from 5 yards out. All these players are bothered by the... We shooting air ball from... Crazy. Let's catch a shoot the 3. He can't shoot. Come on, Bridges. Take him to the basket and then stop. Go by him and then stop. Bad shot by Bridges. Off balance. We're taking all these off balance shot. Off balance shot. Not playing smart. And look at Castle a while ago. Just pure hustle to score that basket. Fox missed from inside. Knicks can't score. Wemby is just locking the Knicks down. And Brunson showing up, keep on throwing up goddamn bricks all night. So all he's doing is throwing up bricks. San Antonio not having fun. Brunson just throwing up bricks after bricks after bricks. Pass the ball around. We're struggling with their defense. Taking bad shots, feeling rushed. Yes, and Wemby's like 10 foot tall. We get the ball inside. Towns a while ago had just controlled the ball and passed it to Bridges. Bridges taking bad shots. Off balance shot, 1 foot. Spurs are up by 13. I think this game is over. Our players are just not in rhythm. They're taking bad shots. Wemby with a 3. Misses. Rebound gathered by the Spurs again. They're just crashing the boards. And we're not matching them. Matching physicality, not matching them with effort, not matching them with smart play. And we can't score. Brunson with a 3, misses again. So Brunson's about what? But what is he about? 5 of 19? He's just jacking up shot. He's just jacking up shot after shot after shot. Jacking them up and missing. Jack up and missing. No movement with the ball. Knicks are in trouble. They can't score. Knicks have scored about 2 points since they have? Wow. Taking bad shots after bad shot. Wemby not playing well. Maybe he's 2 of 10. He's good defensively. He's limping. Yes, RR, but it's basketball night tonight. Good rebound by Towns. Knicks can go to the basket now. What the hell is Bridges doing? What kind of shot was that? Knicks can just go to the basket now. If no Wemby in the game, Knicks can just go to the basket. No outside shot. Just go inside. Wemby changes everything. Wemby looks like he's hurting. Not a good night for the Knicks. If it's going to be series, going to be like this. It's going to be not a good series. And Wemby's limping quite a bit. But if this is going to, Wemby's changing the entire game. And we're not playing well. Josh Hart is having the best of all the Knicks so far. Josh Hart is playing well. Brunson is just having a nightmare. Knicks have scored 2 points in the first 5 minutes and 10 seconds of this quarter. 2 points. They're taking bad shots. Well, yeah, but they're up by 13, so they're scoring. Too many bad shots. And you'll be we're shooting 10-foot air ball, 10-footers, air ball, 5-footers. It's not a good look. We'll see what happens if Wemby can come back in. Wemby's changing everything. We're scared to go to the basket when Wemby's in there. To me, if you go into the basket, you got to go dunk. Got to go in with force and got to go dunk. Because he's blocking everything. He's just like a sweeper in the back, cleaning up everything. So we are what, 6:50 remaining in the third quarter. The Spurs leading the Knicks by 13. The Knicks have scored 2 points in the last almost 5 minutes. Brunson is having a nightmare and he keeps jacking them up. He's shooting too much. Got to get other people involved in the game. And the other players got to step forward. And he'll be getting the ball in the basket and afraid to go up and dunk. He's against Fox, for Christ's sake. Gather the ball and dunk it. He's been doing that in all the series so far. Even when Wemby at the top of the key, they're afraid to go take it and dunk it. Get your shot blocked, get your shot blocked. And the Spurs are crashing the board. So Cassidy's crashing the board. Champagne's crashing the board. When they crash the board and we get the rebound, we have to run off the miss. Not doing that well. If you just join us, this is the NBA Finals. Knicks versus the Spurs. Knicks haven't been to the finals, as is well known, since '99. Have won the championship '73, and right now it's interesting. Oh, Josh Hart knees clash with Wemby. Josh Hart didn't feel it. Wemby felt it. Probably just a sudden pain. He's probably okay. He's in pain on the bench. Bridges with 2 free throws. Need to put these down. He misses the first. Knicks can't even make their free throw. The basket is too small for the Knicks tonight. At least Wemby's 8-8 from the 3-throw line. Bridges not having a good game. Aniobi not having a good game. The only person having a good game is Josh Hart. Bridges made 1 of 2. Knicks down by 12. And Harper is back in. And he's had a brilliant first half. Castle looking to take Towns inside. And look how easily Harper got to the basket. And we can't do that. And Towns is in there. Towns got to make himself more known defensively. Shot by, I'm not sure what happened. Bridges shot, ball bounced all the way up, came back down, scored. They're calling a foul. Look like Josh Hart touched it. Let's see what happened. Bridges shot it, not a good shot. Ball bounced all the way up. Josh Hart came in. He got fouled. Oh, no, he didn't touch it. He got pushed on the basket by Harper. I think Cornette touched it. So free throw to the Knicks. They're down by 12. They need to cut into the lead. So long as Wemby's out, so free throw by Josh Hart, which he made, and so Knicks are now down by. And the scoreboard is going too quickly for me. Spurs going back. Castle, too easy. Push it off on Shamet and score. Too easy. They're just taking the Knicks guard as they can't play basketball. They take him inside and scoring over them easily. Towns a really good pass to Shamet, who scores. Really good pass by Towns. Here comes the Spurs again. Castle looks like he want to go to the basket. Harper with a three. Misses. Knicks running. Hart has it. Going to go to the basket. No, decided to go to McBride. Back to Towns. Towns going to go to the basket. And scores and fouled. When Wemby's not in the game, it's a different game. Whole different game. Towns can go to the basket at will. Cornette can't keep up with him. Knicks are down by, 9? Towns with a free throw. He's 5 of 11. 8 rebounds, 3 assists. Good stats. Shooting percentage need to be better. He makes the free throw. Knicks are down by 8. Wemby's out. You have to take advantage of Wemby's out. When he comes back, nobody goes to the basket. Harper to Fox. Finds Champagny. Champagny going inside. Blocked by Towns. Ball won by Hart. He has Brunson wide. Brunson inside for the layup. Knicks down by 6. Timeout Spurs. If Wemby's out of the game, Knicks win these easily. If Wemby's there, it's a different ball game. Because then when Wemby's not there, you can go to the basket. As soon as he's in the game, they can afford to play more in the perimeter. They can afford to be more aggressive on defense because they know they have help behind them. And Brunson finally scores. He's had a tough night. I think Brunson's about 6 of 20 or maybe even worse than that. So we're in the third quarter, 4:57 remaining. So in the last minute plus, the Knicks have cut a 13-point lead to 6. It shows you without Wemby, the Spurs are a good team. Knicks on a 7-0 run in the last just over a minute. I think Josh Hart is the thing for the Knicks. Because he's the one leading the break all the time. Josh Hart is it. They're going to have to make Champagny play outside the 3-point line. Champagny's not good off the dribble. So you have to force him to come inside and try to shoot off the dribble. And then it's a more difficult game for him. Cassie's not a great shooter. Harper is a very good shooter. And Harper takes you to the basket. So the Knicks have to pick their poison. I would think your poison would be Harper is more let Castle shoot. Fox is having a nightmare playoffs. And let Champagny shoot, but not from the 3-point line. Or if he's going to shoot from the 3-point line, put him under pressure. Don't allow him to shoot wide open. So we're in the third quarter, 4:57 remaining. Knicks down by 6. It's looking better. At one point, it was when we first started the quarter, it was 8-2 Spurs. But Knicks have come back and outscored them by 1 in the quarter so far. But the unicorn is out the game. He banged knee with Josh Hart, so let's see what happens. I'm sure he's probably come back at the end of the timeout. Then the game changes because we somehow can't shoot. Anunoby having a nightmare. Bridges not having a good game. Brunson not having a good game. And the Knicks are still only down by 6. A lot of advertisement. When you watch soccer games, apart from hydration break nowadays, only like it's really truly one stop. Nowadays it's probably about 3 or 4, but it's only truly one stop, which is halftime. Basketball, you have stoppage after stoppage after stoppage. You got the end of each quarter, then the end after half. You have timeouts. It's a lot of them. When Towns don't see Wemby, his eyes light up. So does Brunson. So does all the Knicks. Wemby's back in and he's with Towns, and Towns may get more in foul trouble because Wemby's trying to post him up. Wemby against Towns. Don't foul him, Towns. Champagne's under pressure. Good play. Hopper, brilliant move by Hopper. He's having a wonderful playoffs. Wonderful playoffs. Playing brilliantly. Scores again. Hopper see Brunson's eyes light up. And Brunson misses again. Brunson must take over 20 shots and make about 6 of them. Brunson's having a nightmare in shooting day. Keep shooting. Turnover by the Spurs. Josh Hart to McBride to Shamet for a 3-pointer. Bang! Knicks down by 5. Shamet is finding his range. He's in for Anunoby, who's not had a good game. Not sure what's happening with Anunoby. I'm not sure if he's okay. Hopper with an air ball. Here comes Josh Hart. He's running, but he sees Wemby, so he slows it down. Brunson's a Hart. Hart had a 3-pointer shoot, didn't. McBride over. Brick. Towns with it. Rebounds, put it in. Knicks down by 3. So Knicks had what, like a 12-0 run? Or a 12-2 run? Fox with a really good move by Fox to score. Really good move by Fox. It's a closer game and a better game. See what the Knicks do in this play. Brunson forward to Hart. Josh Hart. He saw Wemby and turned back. Josh Hart with a 3. In and out. Rebound by Towns, foul, and lane. Towns going to the board, playing big. That's his second offensive rebound sequence and scored. Got around Johnson. Rebound, put it back up. And got the foul called. Knicks down by 3. Good playing by Towns. Playing up to, he's an all-star. He should play like it. And Towns gonna make the free throw and Knicks down by 2. Game has changed. When Wemby stepped out, Knicks got some confidence and playing better. So you have Towns has played almost the entire quarter. So has Brunson. No Robinson. That's interesting. Fox miss. Rebound to Shamet. Towns against Wemby. Towns a long 3. Bad shot by Towns. Really bad shot. Really bad shot. Bad shot by Towns. Knicks really good on the pressuring him on the outside though. Offensive foul screen set by the Spurs. I think it's going against Champagny. Turnover to the Knicks. Now it's Wemby actually pushing Brunson. That's a bad foul that's one of those fouls you see normally committed by Towns. Bad foul by Wemby. And Knicks are in the bonus. 2:17 remaining. Knicks have come back. Oh, they're not in the bonus. Going to bonus now. So any other foul from no ends, and it's free throws. Brunson against Champagne one-on-one with a front. Brunson scores. That's a good play right there. Isolating one-on-one. Oh, what a block by McBride on, is that Johnson? Wow. One-on-one on McBride put in the stands. Brunson isolating against Champagne one-on-one. He's showing the replay. That's what he has to do. Clear the floor out. Make sure Wendy's not around. It's a great play by McBride blocking Johnson's shot. Oh, that's a foul. Should be a foul on Wemby. That's a block in Shamat's face by Wemby. That should have been a foul, actually. The referee missed that one. Spurs up by 2. Brunson isolated one-on-one against Johnson. And play over he got fouled. It was a pass to Robinson, but I'm not sure what they're going to call, actually. They're in the bonus anyway, so any foul from now on is free throws. Yes, the Knicks are back in it. Brunson has 2 free throws, made the first. Spurs just scoring just dried up. Knicks are playing smarter, but Spurs scoring have dried up. Champagne and Harper were hot in the first half. I think that should be an offensive foul on Wemby a while ago. He put his shoulder into Shammer's neck, and the referee didn't call it. Brunson is 7 of 21. So he's shooting 33%. Not good. Score is tied at 73. Knicks need some stops now. 1:37 left in the quarter. Need some stops. Robinson in the game for Towns. What Knicks is doing really well is they have defenders out there now. Wemby with a really bad shot. Rebound Knicks. Here comes Brunson. Gonna beat his man off the dribble. He does. And shoots. Not a good shot by Brunson. He didn't have the footing to do it. Brunson 7 of 22 and he just keeps shooting. He keeps shooting and he's trying to shoot the Knicks out of it. 7 of 22. That means shooting 30%. And he keeps jacking them up. Not spacing the ball, not creating, just jacking them up, not spreading the floor and allow him to go isolate one-on-one in the right sense. He's taking all the shots and not making them. I guess it's his team. But he should be getting arrested in the quarter. Let's see what happens when he takes a break. So Fox on the free throw. Misses. Robinson a rebound. Good rebound by Robinson. Knicks can actually take the lead. In the last quarter, the Spurs scored quite a bit of basket. Brunson bouncing the ball, bouncing it. Brunson is just creating a nightmare for the Knicks. Brunson, stop your bullshit. Like, seriously. You're playing too selfish. It's annoying watching that nonsense. Playing too selfish. Get yourself caught up in the lane. Pass the ball. Let the ball do the work. That's how the Knicks have been successful in these quarters. Let the ball do the work. Wemby just abused Robinson a while ago. Took in the basket, the left-handed jump. Brunson is overdoing it. Taking bad shots, having turnovers. We need to get Shamat on a 3 now. Let's see what happens. Set a pick. Oh, that's McBride on a 3. Oh, wow. Off glass. He didn't call that. He didn't call that. Wemby with it. Looking to shoot. Wemby with a 3, bad shot by Wemby. Not a good shot. Game tied in the end of the third quarter. Knicks 76, Spurs 76, with Brunson having a nightmarish game as far as I'm concerned. Shooting 7 of 22, shooting too much, not moving the ball as well as he should, and Knicks are still tied. Brunson has to be a team player in this game, people. Has to be a team player more. You taking 22 shots through 3 quarters, and you're not scoring. You're having less points on shot. Then spread the ball around. Try to get on top of the key to get a couple picks, isolate one-on-one, set your feet before you shoot. It's very frustrating watching him play this hero ball. Too much hero ball by Brunson. He's shooting 7 of 22 and we're still tied. Wow. Sure, the Spurs are not doing much better. The hero ball is a problem. If you just join us, we're watching the NBA Finals. It's a watch-along between the Knicks and Spurs. After 3 quarters, game tied at 76. The Spurs were leading by 7 at halftime. Knicks outscored them 28-21 in the third quarter. Score tied at 76. It's got to be good for the Knicks because Brunson can't be this bad for the entire series. So if he's playing this poorly and we are tied with them, even though I would say between Fox and Castle and even Wemby, they won't play this badly going forward either. That will be his game. Whose game, RR? You know, I find surprising Jamaica playing South Africa in the practice World Cup game, but I haven't seen the Jamaica squad come out, and they're only 2 days away. Tomorrow's what, Thursday, Friday. They're playing Saturday, even though on some South African site they said the game was Friday the 5th, but it's not. So Jalen Brunson is 7 of 22. Wembanyama is 3 of 13. Wemby 3 of 13. Jason has taken almost as much shot as everybody, twice. He's killing his team. Bridges need touches. Anunoby needs touches. He's shooting too much. No, he's shooting too much. He's killing the team. He's shooting too much. He took 22 shots through 3 quarters. Wow. Just jacking them up. Keep missing, keep jacking them up. It's not like he's shooting 40, 50%, so he can keep jacking them up. He's not. He's shooting about 30%. I think Brunson needs to understand that you can be a hero. You all can be a GOAT also. And not the greatest of all time, that GOAT, if you keep playing like this. Got to play better and got to shoot better. But you got to make better decisions. It's all about decision making. So we're back on. Towns is back in the game. And Brunson's out. Maybe we'll get some breather. Brunson out. Bridges is out. I see Brunson's out also with Bridges. Anunoby's back in. Shamet is there. Great play by Knicks, running Shamet off a screen. He scores. Knicks up by 2. First lead for the Knicks since they took a 43-42 lead in the late second quarter. Knicks playing better defense. Alvarado against Fox. That wasn't smart by Alvarado. And then Wemby, Alvarado, not smart by Alvarado. He caused that situation. Not smart by Alvarado. Overplayed Fox for no reason. Too aggressive, way too aggressive on that play. He caused that situation. I think Towns probably got the foul, if I'm not mistaken. That was Alvarado, actually. Not smart by Alvarado. No need to be that aggressive defensively. You could back off a little bit. Fox not shooting well from the outside. There's no reason to be overcommitted. Wemby missed a free throw. That's rare. Really good free throw shooter, especially for a 7-footer. Well, he's not a 7-footer. He's looking more like he wants to go to 8 foot, much less 7 foot. I don't know if Fox was shooting or passing the Wemby. I really can't tell. If you just join us, we're in the fourth quarter of the first game of the NBA Finals between the Spurs and the Knicks. Knicks are up by 1 after being down by 13 at the beginning of the second quarter. They have come back really well to lead by 1. We need from Anunoby. We need something from you, Anunoby. Come on. Alvarado with a shot foul against Anunoby trying to rebound. And it'd be out of bounds to the Knicks. Good crash at the board by Anunoby. Fox think he overemphasized the push. Towns against Wemby. Drive on in, Towns. Come on, you can drive on him. Castle against Wemby. Wemby going to the basket. Brilliant play by Wemby. Now you got to start playing. Brilliant move. Finally, somebody go to the basket. Wemby on the floor. Knicks up by 3. Wemby, missed shot, rebound by the Knicks. Here comes Alvarado. Spurs may be in trouble here. Knicks have come all the way back and playing confidently. I mean, Brunson not in the game to jack up those shots. Anunoby against Castle. And he'll be going to the basket. Not a good shot by Anunoby. Think he was fouled, but not a good shot. That shot was never there. Vassell missed. Wemby, what a rebound by Wemby. Tipped it to himself and rebounded. Knicks by 1. We're taking a lot of bad shots tonight. Off balance shot, not close to scoring. Really bad shots. Anunoby, that's a better shot. 3 by Anunoby. Good shot by Anunoby. Really good shot. That was a better shot. His feet are set. It's the shorted distance and the corner. That's how he's got to shoot his 3. Castle with a really good move down low to beat Shamet and score. Knicks playing better without Brunson. Everybody's touching the ball. And he'll be the one to shoot the 3. And he's going to shoot it again. And he scores again. I know he wants to shoot the 3. Fake it at Wemby. Force him to make a decision. He doesn't know if he's going to drive or not. That's the Anunoby we know we love this entire season. That's how you got to play. Almost had a steal. Good play by Vassell. Castle is not a good 3-point shooter, but he scores that one. Knicks up by 2. I allow Castle to shoot. He's got to have a little bit of pressure, though. He had no pressure that time. 8:30 left in the game. Knicks by 2. Greg Robinson's going to come back. I'll keep Brunson out as long as possible. Alvarado, 8 on the shot clock. Needs to make a move, Alvarado. Taking too long. He's going to the basket. He just throws it up. Really bad play by Alvarado. That wasn't even close. Vassell with a 3, misses. Wemby's all over the back of Cat. Here comes McBride. Oh, he fouled Castle. Bad decision by McBride. Here comes. Oh, that should be a foul against the Spurs. Shamak got pushed down. That's a foul. What the hell are we doing, referee? That's a foul. Score tied at 86. That was a clear foul on that play. I have no idea what the referees are doing. I don't know what game they're watching. Ball came up. Let's see what happens. I have no idea what the referee is doing. I'm going to look at a replay here. Spurs won back the ball. Castle shot at 3. Misses. Rebound got by Cat. He went up the field. McBride made a very tried to make a difficult shot. Poor decision by McBride. They came up the field. Shamat is there. And Wemby ran him over. Wemby just ran him over. And they call nothing. Maybe they think he's... And he's sitting down thinking, what the hell is happening? The referees are joking. They don't want to call certain fouls. That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. Totally ridiculous. Unbelievable. Wow. They don't want to call the fouls on Wemby. I guess they want to make sure he stays in the game. Well, they're playing well without him, aren't they? You don't trust them, they're playing well without him. He's playing too darn selfish. Jacking up shots after shot, taking 22 shots at 3/4 and make 7. I don't realize that, you know what? Maybe I should cool it off. They're playing much better with him out there. If I was the coach, I'm not putting him back in the game. At least not exactly now. He's going to come back in eventually, but he can't keep playing, and he's not good defensively. So when he's on the floor, the defense is not what it should be. He's the main player of the team. He's the captain, but he can't keep playing so selfish. He's costing his team. He's got to pass the basketball. Look for your spots to score. Don't try to score in every single play. You come down, you just jack it up. You come down, you jack it up. That's not how to play basketball. It's not a team game. So we have 7 minutes and 37 seconds remaining. Score tied at 86. Knicks have a chance to steal the first game. They have to take it. Have to take it. Are you guys looking forward to the World Cup? Right around the corner. Starts next week. Should be an interesting World Cup. There are no clear favorites. People think France is, but I think it's open. Argentina, France, Spain, Brazil, England, all have an opportunity. I think Brazil, if they can get their midfield right, Guimaraes and Casemiro are good. But you're going to need legs in this weather in the U.S. The question, who else would be playing in that midfield? Are they going to play 4-2-4? If so, your midfield are going to struggle. If they play Cunha in the middle and play Thiago, Vinicius Jr., and Rafinha on the wing. And Wemby's been out of the game. So Wemby comes back in. Wemby's in the game now. It's a different game. And Towns have been doing a good job against Wemby, actually. Knicks with the ball, and Brunson's back in the game. I hope he plays team basketball this time around. And he keeps dribbling, and going to the basket, and he scores. Knicks up by 2. I guess Brunson's going to do Brunson. Robinson in for Towns. And Cornet is in also. I think Harper drive the baseline. I think he got fouled before the shot. Knicks have in the game Bridges. Bridges made a bad move a while ago. He's got to cut off the baseline quicker. Move his feet. Move your feet. Stop using your hand. Move your feet, Bridges. Bad defending. If you're a soccer player, be better with your feet. Josh Hart is out there. Hart started to pick up another foul from the three he had previously. And good defense by Hart to Brunson. Brunson coming forward. And he got fouled by Champagny. Kind of a hard foul, actually. Spurs are now struggling. It's not as easy as it was in the first half when they were just putting up shots and scoring at will and shooting all those threes. At one point, they had missed 2 of about 11 or 12 threes between Hopper and Champagny. Things are changing. Brunson now going to the basket. With no Wembanyama, Knicks are getting to the basket. They might go with their regular 5 in the last probably 6 or so minutes. Robinson's in. I'm surprised they haven't started fouling Robinson yet. Ref are letting them play too. So we have 6 minutes and 52 seconds remaining. Knicks are up by 4. Brunson is 3 of 3 from the line. 4 of 4 from the line now. Wemby's out the game. Wemby's in the game, actually. I thought he was out. He's in the game. So Spurs probably going with this lineup for the rest of the game. Hopper, bad play. Knicks with a turnover. Here comes Brunson. He's shaking, baking. He goes up and scores again. He's in his rhythm now. Timeout Spurs. Knicks up by 6. Spurs are feeling the pressure. They miss, and Brunson is going to the basket. Saying, forget it if Wemby's around. I don't care. Brunson finding himself late in the fourth quarter. He's not going to the basket. No, Wemby's struggling on the court. He's probably tired. It's been a long playoffs. 6:34 to go. Knicks up by 6. Knicks are wearing them down. The Spurs start off brilliantly up until early in the third. They were doing really well, but things have gone south since then. They're playing young, making a lot of mistakes. And Brunson, who had a harbor shooting night so far, has come alive in the fourth. He's Mr. Clutch, as they say. He got a good rest up until the middle of the fourth. Let's see if the Knicks can hold on and bring this home. They win the first game, it's a whole different series. I haven't seen Castle stopping Brunson as much. I said Brunson stopping himself. He hasn't shot well. I think some of it is just him taking bad shots or rushing his shots. So Knicks have outscored the Spurs 16-10 so far. The score was tied at 73 at the end of the third. They've outscored them 16-10 in the fourth. I think if the Knicks win game 1, it's going to be a 6-game series. If the Knicks don't win game 1, I think we'll go 7. I think for the Spurs, I'm not sure they have enough size and consistent player. I mean, they have a very good team. They have defensively, they're exceptional. Offensively, they can be spotty. They can be erratic. And they're not as consistent as it should be. So if you can lock down the perimeter and force them to go inside, and you have some big bodies like Cat and Robinson inside, and the Knicks are long. Anunoby is long. Bridges is long. Josh Hart plays bigger than his size. And they're bigger than the Spurs. Spurs have a lot of players similar, 6'5", 6'4", 6'6" type players. Fox, Castle, Champagny, Hopper. And the Knicks are just as athletic as they are. So if Cat can neutralize Wemby, then the Knicks have a chance to really win the series. But if they win the first game, I would expect 6. If they lose the first game, it'd be a 7-game series. Still picking the Knicks to win because I do think they've been playing brilliantly throughout the playoffs. And if they're bench players, they normally do, with Shamet and McBride. McBride is taking some tough shots tonight. He's made one, but take some tough shots. Then they have a good chance to win. Yeah, no, the Knicks does. I mean, OKC beat us. I can't tell when last the Knicks have beaten OKC, and we didn't have an answer for the MVP, Gilchrist Alexander. We didn't have an answer for him because he used to destroy Brunson one-on-one. Because Kessler is not that good offensive player, brilliant defensively, then it's better for the Knicks. What the hell? Some streakers on the court. Some streaker run on the court. Wow. You mean you pay your money to get to the NBA Finals, and you're going to jump on the court so you can be thrown out and probably locked up? What the hell is that? And Knicks actually won the ball, you know. Bridges actually, it was a turnover, and the streaker run on, and what are you going to do? Do a jump ball? The Knicks actually won the ball. This ball should go to the Knicks. Bridges actually won the ball, and the streaker then came on. I'm sure they're going to probably jump it up, but it should be Knicks ball. He's going to say no. I'm sure he's going to say that it should be a jump ball, but I think it should be Knicks ball. He won the ball. And the streaker came on way after that. He won the ball. The kid actually went on the court taking picture. So he's probably a streamer. I bet he's a streamer, people. I bet he's a streamer. I bet he's a streamer. And you can get a lot of views for it too. I've never seen that in NBA Finals, actually. I'm not sure they have rules for that. Yeah, I'm going to jump it up between Robinson and Wemby. That's not even fair. So unless Robinson steals the tip, he's going to go to San Antonio. Knicks actually would have won that ball. That's crazy. That's crazy. A poor shot by Champagne. He's shooting poor the second half. He's taking bad shots. And Brunson is just having his way now, second half. Brunson is just having his way second half. He's just negotiating way to get to the basket. He doesn't care, Yambi or no Yambi. Yambi or no Yambi. What kind of foul is that by Josh Hart? You're doing so well so far. Knicks up by 8, 6 minutes to go. Brunson is just maneuvering now. He's just dancing and prancing. Wemby trying to get through a lot of different traffic. And Robinson setting picks after pick after pick. He's manhandling Wemby. Castle trying to find Wemby. Wemby against Robinson. Let him shoot it from the outside. Poor pass by Wemby. Turnover. Travel. Ball to the Knicks. Wemby trying to do too much. He's got to get the teammates involved. They got to move. Knicks are taking over. It's getting tough for the Spurs. Good defense by Robinson. I'm surprised they're not just fouling Robinson and getting him out of the game. Giving Wemby a hard time. Josh Hart is bringing the ball up. Trying to run. He's going to the basket. Good play by Hopper. Almost stole that. Get the ball to Brunson. He's hot. When he's hot, go to him. I was giving him a hard time earlier, but when he's hot, you got to stay with the hot man. I don't mind him shooting now. He's got to maneuver and get to the basket, though. Do what he was doing before. Don't take any jump shots. Castle trying to play tough defense on Brunson. Not a good shot by Brunson. He forced that one. Could have found Robinson. Oh, great steal by Josh Hart. Great steal by Hart. He finds Shama. Brunson's in the corner. Bridges needs to shoot it. Bad shot by Bridges. Off balance, leaning to the left. What kind of shot is that? It's not a good shot. Wemby with a 3, and he scores. Spurs down by 5. Just bad basketball by the Knicks. Bad basketball. Bridges taking a lot of bad shots tonight. Really bad shots. A while ago, he had the ball in the court. Why are you taking that shot off balance? Good move by Wemby with a 3. Knicks had a chance to go up 10 and just taking bad shots. Bridges taking, I know he likes that shot off the move, but he's been doing it all night and it's not working. And where's Anunoby? He hasn't been out there for a while. Guess Knicks probably going to go back with their starters after this. It's a really bad shot by Bridges. Jesus. So if you just join us, we have about 12 seconds less than 5 minutes remaining. Spurs are down by 5. Game was tied at the end of the third quarter. So whoever wins the fourth quarter wins the game. Whoever wins the fourth quarter wins the game. Obviously, if it's tied, we're going to overtime. Come on, Knicks. Do your thing. Play smart. Wemby looks a little bit tired, to be honest. Cat is back. Anunoby is back. So these are the starters. Bridges is out. So probably keep Shamet in the game. Guess they want his 3-point shooting, spread the floor, and open up the lanes. Castle against Brunson. We're going to go into this dribbling thing now, Brunson. Pass the ball. Brunson shooting up bricks. Brunson goes back to the same thing he was doing before. Just throwing up bricks. Pass the ball. Bad shot by Wemby. He got his rebound, though. Wemby with a bad shot. And Spurs are getting all the rebounds now. We're taking bad shots, and they're getting all the rebounds. Getting a lot of offensive rebounds. They're just very active. Gotta get Anunoby to be in there, getting more rebounds. Free throws to Champagny. They just gotta get on the boards. They're killing us on the offensive glass. Wemby taking a lot of bad shots. Bad shots. He's just long arms, just allow him to get the rebounds. Harper is out. Vassell is in. I'm surprised they're taking Harper out. He's played well. Not a free throw to Champagny. He misses. Free rebound to Anunoby. Can't be missing the free throws that late. 4 minutes remaining. Crunch time. Clutch time. Too much dribbling, Brunson. Too much dribbling. Bad shot by Anunoby. Bad shot by Anunoby. Bad shot by Anunoby. You can't take shot when you're moving. That's not what you do. Wow. Basket and a foul on wow, big shot by Wemby. Knicks not playing team basketball again. We go back to the whole Brunson jacking up shots. Wemby drove and Cat bounced into him, bounced him down, and Cat tried to use his hand to block him. I think the Knicks should challenge that. That's an offensive foul. Even if they lose the challenge, they should challenge it. But I guess they won't. I think he threw his shoulder into Wemby, into Cat. Knicks were just down by 8. We're up by 8. So Spurs have scored 7 straight points. Crunch time and Knicks not producing, shooting poorly, playing bad basketball. Go back to Brunson with his old beat the ball to death. And they're double teaming. They're forcing him to make certain decisions. Got to move the ball. Move the ball. Brunson's been, the last 3 times he come down, he jack it up, he's missing. Brunson won't like these shots. And here comes Wemby. Josh Hart took the rebound away. Shamat with a 3. Misses. Josh Hart with a rebound. Shamat, good, brilliant play by Josh Hart. Hart playing brilliantly. Brunson trying to go inside. Misses again. Brunson misses again. Brunson misses again. Brunson misses again. Tired of saying that. Shooting and shooting and shooting and shooting and can't stop. His hand don't get tired. Bassett with a shot, missed, got his own rebound. Wow. Knicks are collapsing down the stretch. Missing and missing and missing and missing. Bad shot after bad shot after bad shot. Knicks are up by 8. They haven't scored since. Brunson is shooting them in the game, and he's shooting them out the game. Big brother Brunson is having one of those nights you want to forget. What was Brunson? About 7 of 26? Or maybe 9 of 20. Whatever he's shooting horribly, and he's keep jacking them up. Knicks they haven't scored since they were up by 8, have they? Now the Spurs are up, down by 1. Gonna be tied in a minute. Can't play this poorly. Knicks were up by 8, looking comfortable. Spurs took a timeout, and the game has changed since. Knicks taking bad shot. They're featuring Wemby more, and it's changed the game. And Wemby's not missing his free throws. And here it comes. 2 minutes down. 2 minutes to go. And Brunson is just shooting and shooting and shooting and dribble and dribble and dribble. Aniobi with a 3. Brick. Good rebound by Knicks to Bridges. Back to Brunson. The 3-pointer. Got it. Knicks up by 2. Minute 51 to go. Knicks got to do what they do. Crash the boards like they do. Cat against Wemby. Wemby has against Cat. Gonna try to take him to the basket. Have to go left. Fox with a shot missed. Big rebound by Hart. Hart is playing bigger than his size. Minute 26 to go. If Knicks score now, then a good chance to win this game. Brunson against Champagny, 1-on-1. Too much dribble, Brunson. Make a decision. You got 11 on the shot clock. You have him 1-on-1. Isolate him. Castle trying to double team. Ball into Bridges. Bridges fouled. Come on, Bridges. Make your free throw. Knicks up 8 with 4 minutes to go. Didn't score for a bit. Really good rebound by Brunson to Bridges, back to Brunson for the 3-pointer, which put him up by 2. So if Bridges gave me the 2 free throws, Knicks will be up by 4 with a minute left, but we'll see what happens. And we're seeing pictures in New York. Man, a lot of people out. Bridges make the first free throw. Knicks need 2 stops and 2 scores to put it away. This is going to be a long series. Long series. Knicks up by, it'll be up by 4 after this free throw. Even though the screen says 99. So Knicks up by 4. We have a minute 11 to go. We need 2 stops and it's over. Gotta watch Wemby trying to go inside. Don't foul, Knicks. Josh Hart playing maniacal defense. Wemby Turn it over. Josh Hart has it. Got to hold the ball, Josh. He does. Good play by Josh. Wemby trying to do too much. Brunson has it. 48 seconds remaining. Let the clock run. Let it run down to about 7 or 8. Brunson. Oh, he scores. Unbelievable shot by Brunson. Knicks up by 6, 37 seconds remaining. Don't give up a 3. Don't give up a 3. Wemby misses. Rebound by Anunoby. Got fouled. Yes, Knicks. 29 seconds remaining. Knicks struggled down the stretch, but came back. Wow. Knicks win the first game. It's going to be a hell of a series, people. Got to remember, Spurs were down 3-2 to Oklahoma and came back and won that series. So it's just the first game. And he'll make this 2. If he can make this 2, it should be over. So long as you don't give them any 3. And he's shooting 85% of playoffs. First free throws tonight. Makes the first. So Knicks are up by 7. Great comeback by the Knicks, actually. As I said, whoever win the fourth quarter win the game. And right now, the Knicks are leading in the fourth quarter. Towns is taken out. Now, why are we taking Towns out? I guess he's going to play offense, defense. Because they're going to go for 3, so he's trying to get people on the perimeter. And Towns doesn't have the fleet of foot to be able to cover that. He scores both baskets. Knicks going to try to prevent them from scoring 3s. No 4-point play. Fox taking too long. He's trying to go to the basket. Great play by Shamet. Plays out hit it out of bounds. 20 seconds remaining. Knicks are up by 8. It's going to be a free throw contest. Even if they score 3, they have to foul the Knicks or prevent them from getting the ball in bounds to stop the Knicks from winning. Timeout to the Spurs, it appears. 20 seconds remaining. Knicks up by 8. Brilliant comeback by the Knicks, but there's a lot to work on. Brilliant comeback. Big body Brunson should have got a foul. Should have been on one on that play, actually. He faked Basil, who bumped into him. But Brunson has a tough night, but Knicks are leading. It's the most important thing. Tough shooting night. I thought he played halfway too selfish at some points in the game. Shamet is getting a lot of playing time. He's replaced McBride basically as the first sub off the bench. His defense is contagious and his shooting he's been shooting the 3 really well. So this has been a good night, people, so far. Knicks fans will have hopes because now the Spurs have to beat us 4 out of 6, actually. And to beat us 4 times in a 6-game series is hard to do. Overtime? What overtime? This ain't going to overtime. There are 20 seconds remaining. There's no way it's going to overtime. All we have to do, if they shoot a 3, let's get the ball in bounds. They have to foul us. We have very good free throw shooters on the court. All the people on the court are shooting over 70%. So, yeah. That's the Knicks ball. The ball touch is that Vassell? Shamet to Vassell. So, yeah. It's Knicks ball. Should be Knicks ball anyway. And Knicks should throw the flag if they don't get that call. So let's see. I think the Knicks should have the ball. The Knicks should have the ball. I think the Knicks, San Antonio had a timeout. I think the Knicks is challenging the play. So now they have to go review it. Shamet touched it. Then it went off the hand off Vassell. So it should be Knicks ball. So it should be game right there. Game set, not match yet. Or game, not even set yet. Not that set yet. Set is when we win 4 of 7. If you just join us, we're in the last 22nd of the first game of the NBA championship between the New York Knicks and the San Antonio Spurs. The last time the Knicks were in the finals, they got annihilated by the Spurs, who beat them by 4-1. Beat them in 4-1. This year, the Knicks have been the best team in the playoff. People say they're in the Eastern Conference, and it's the easy conference, and they can do well. They can do as well as they said before. But the Knicks have shown that they're very resilient. They play hard. They play good defense. They can score against any team. And even tonight, where their main scorer, their captain, their main man, Brunson, has had not a good shooting night, they still finding ways to win. They still finding score from different people. Cat has played decent. Anunoby came on late. Bridges has played good defensively. Robinson was good when he's in the game, playing good defense and also rebounding. And they've done a good job rebounding. And they have the height and the athleticism and the size to out-rebound the Spurs. So Knicks have it. They're in foul against Anunoby. Still 20 seconds, no time taken off the clock. And he would make these two, they be up by 10. It's game. It'll be game one. Go into San Antonio and beat them for the first game of the series. That's what San Antonio did to Oklahoma. And then we make the first free throw, so they're up by 9. So Knicks started fourth quarter, leading, went up by 8, doing really well, struggled after that, went down by 1, and came back and scored the rest of the points in the half, actually. In the quarter, I should say. They're up by 10. And they don't have to foul, just stay in front, play defense. Josh Hart has been huge tonight. Champagnie misses, Hart with the rebound, and that's it. That's it, folks. First game of the series. Knicks beat the Spurs 105-95 in the first game. The game was much closer than the score suggests. Much, much closer. But Knicks were resilient and came through. Great win for the Knicks. It's been a long day for me. I did another 2 hours talking Jamaica football, and now another, 2.5 hours? More than that. We started at 8:15, so it's 11:15. It's 3 hours. NBA basketball. Just to run through quickly before we wrap up for the evening. The stats. You look at the stats in terms of plus minus. Look at Josh Hart, people. A plus 22. Look in the right-hand corner, top of the screen. He only scored 3 points. He had 15 rebounds, 4 steals, 1 block. He had 3 fouls in the first half. He was phenomenal, even though he only scored 3 points. And Anunoby had 17, came on late, 5 of 12, 4 of 4, 3 free throws, of 3 of 6 from three-point range. He had a -6, plus minus. So Anunoby was interesting. Karl-Anthony Towns, 7 of 15. He had 18 points, 12 rebounds, 4 assists. Only had 2 turnovers, he had 4 fouls. Look at Big Body Brunson, not a good shooting night. 12 of 31. He had 30 points, but was only 12 of 31. Didn't shoot well, 2 of 9 from three-point range. He had 4 turnovers, not one of his better games, but he was a +6. So Anunoby and Shamet was the only minus. In the Shamet played a lot of time in the game. Bridges was 3 of 6 for 9 points. He had 3 rebounds. Shamet was 5 of 9 field goals and had 13 points. Alvarado, 3 of 6, who played very, very well, was a +4. And Bridges was a +11. McBride was a +11. He was 2 of 7 for 6 points. He played 19 minutes. But look at Shamet, played 33 minutes. More minutes than Bridges and almost the same as Karl-Anthony Towns. So really good game for the Knicks. For the Spurs, Champagnie, who started off, it was 5 of 6 on 3-pointers in the first half. He was 0 of 5 in the second half. So not good. He ended up with a -8. He was a plus, what was he in the first half? +11? More than that, actually. They shot poor in the second half. Vassar was only 4 of 11. Wembanyama was 6 of 21. He had 26 points, but most of it were free throws, 12 of 13. He had 12 rebounds. He had 6 turnovers, 3 block shots. Castle was 7 of 16 for 17 points, 1 of 5 from 3. I would allow him to shoot from 3. Fox has been having a horrible playoffs. He's 3 of 13. He's been a liability. Harper was very good. 6 of 10, he had 16 points. I think he was was he 5 of 6 in the first half or something around there? He had great stats in the first half. So, great win by the Knicks. As the stats showing up, very good win by the Knicks. Excellent game. Thoroughly didn't enjoy it because we were too much up and down. We were inconsistent, but we won, and that's a good thing. So thanks for joining me. Before you leave, hit the like button. I may do each game in the final or may not. I don't know yet. It's very tiresome, especially if I have other stuff that I need to do. But I do appreciate you being here. Thanks for being here. Hit the like button, share the channel, and subscribe. I truly appreciate you. You can subscribe to both the Balanced View channel and the Kranky Life channel. But I appreciate you. Thanks a lot. Have a good night, and peace out.